Hey, what up ladies and gents, it's your favorite Asian robot right here, and today we have a lot to do. So, I hope you guys are prepared because, like I said, we got a lot to do today. First, 1 second. Just setting a couple of filters because this thing is going to be important when I actually do my stuff. Okay, things are better now. Lovely. But yes, welcome everybody, welcome. Today, normally I will do like a chatting bit to the stream first, but we don't have time. We need to get spamming immediately. Anyone who is a member wishes to spam and help me out, you can join my voice room, just come and chill. But the idea is we need to spam some level 1s. It's up to you if you want to do that. I mean, join the voice room, but today the goal is simple. We need to spam the level 1s as much as we can. Why? For those that are unaware, if we do not spam the level 1s, we cannot bank liberation as quickly as we normally do. Level 7s, level 8s, level 9s, these are fun. And of course, I enjoy showcasing strong gameplay, but unfortunately, strong gameplay isn't the point of today. Strong gameplay, as awesome as it is, will not be helping us. What will be helping us is making sure that anyone who participates can help to pass the major order, and the major order is in jeopardy right now. Why? Because people unfortunately have not focused their efforts. Just a bit of a background on how liberation works. For those that have not watched my videos on it or who have not seen how it works, let me just go through it with you. Move the window capture in place. Okay. This is Helldivers.io. It's a simple website that basically helps to show where players are situated, as well as the enemy regeneration rate, things like that. Now, the Terminid regeneration rate has dropped from 2.5 this morning down to 1.5, which is good, except that players have not focused their efforts. You'll see that players are spread out across Akamar, Fact Bay, Vernon Wells, and other planets, when realistically, in order to pass this major order, we have 3 days and 4 hours to do it. We need to concentrate everything on Erata Prime. The predicted time for liberation is one day and 6 hours. That's too slow. We need to go way faster than that. We need to actually capture Erata Prime within less than 24 hours. Ideally, we should capture it within 20 hours to give ourselves a bit of wiggle room. The divers on Akamar and Fact Bay are making no progress. This is because no matter how much liberation they bank, they cannot overcome the regeneration rate of the bugs. Let me refresh this again. They literally cannot overcome the regeneration rate of the bugs because on these planets, the regeneration rate is higher than it is on Erata Prime. People want to kill bots over bugs after the previous MO. That is literally not the case at all. Most of the players are doing bugs. The amount of people on the bot planets are 2,000, 900, 120, 500, 91. Nobody is killing bots. Very few people are killing bots, and nobody cares about bots. Most people are happy to play the MO, but they don't seem to understand how regeneration works. That's the problem. They don't seem to understand that you have to concentrate all efforts on one single planet instead of spreading yourself out. This is something that this is some knowledge that I'm hoping to impart early on in the stream, because I am not sure why this isn't common knowledge at this point. I've taught this about 100 bajillion times now, and yes, I'm aware that it isn't in game, but people who think that they know better and don't wish to participate in communities or streams or things like that, well, they end up screwing themselves over in games and wonder why their games die when they don't take responsibility and they don't learn. Knowledge is power, ladies and gents. Knowledge will always be power. Remember that. The more knowledge you have, the more powerful you are. So make sure that you understand how liberation works. And if you meet somebody in the field that doesn't understand it, then I want you to tell them to come here. I will personally scold them in the harshest of ways until they learn their lesson, because they need to learn. Some of them may not like being taught so harshly. The fact of the matter is, they need to be taught as harshly as possible. That is what they need. So teach them. Scold them if you have to. Slap some sense into them. But what we need to do now, alright, is bank as much liberation as possible. Now, how do you bank liberation as fast and quickly as possible? You spam level 1s. Level 1s will give you the fastest liberation possible. Allow me to demonstrate. Okay, so I've got some other operations around here. Always choose an operation that is fast to complete. So you want to bank the most liberation quickly? Okay, so we choose like a level 1 trivial operation, kill a brood commander, right?
Helldivers Prime.
I'm not diving in a team today, Reptile Man. You're welcome to hang out in voice if you want. I also offered you a spot this morning, but you vanished, so even then, don't think I'll be offering you a spot on my team. But you are welcome to come and spam level 1s. However, I did offer you a spot this morning, and you were not there. You were there, I thought, at the start of the stream, but you vanished, which means you weren't actually at the stream, so very disappointed with you. So if you want to dive with the community, then first and foremost, you must be a part of the community, right?
Launch initiated.
Using the grenade glitch, unfortunately, is something that we don't stand for. So if you use the grenade glitch, then unfortunately you are not somebody that we would respect. Why? Exploits like that do not help games, and utilizing those kinds of exploits is generally considered dishonorable, and we do not support that. As a professional creator, I cannot encourage that. However, some people might say, then why did you talk about double mechs? Well, because double mechs are not an exploit. The thing is that double mechs were what was originally intended. Thank you for the clarification. Wow, okay, that's over. Alright, after you kill the brood commander, just extract straight away. I brought the wrong booster, but technically you can save 18 seconds with the extraction booster. This is basically how you spam liberation fast. Fair enough, Reptile Man. But in any case, you want to dive today, you want to help, then show some sincerity, Reptile Man. Get in here and spam 1s. Everyone that is able-bodied, go spam 1s now. Well, in that case, then that's much more respectable, King Size. I hope they can put a stop to the grenade glitch. But yes, coming back to the point, some people have questioned, why am I against the grenade glitch when I myself talked about the double mechs? The double mechs are a bug. You are actually supposed to be able to select 2 mechs, but they had to disable it temporarily, although there are workarounds, as I've shown, and they have failed to disable it in any proper capacity. But the reason they had to disable it is because it causes some game-breaking bugs that are so bad that, like the hanger bug, for some reason can affect your whole PC, to the point that I've actually had to reinstall my USB drivers after trying it out once. So after that, never again, because anyone using that exploit can brick your own PC very quickly. So to me, that actually shows that Helldivers is accessing things it really shouldn't on your PC. Might be to do with the anti-cheat, I don't know. I've lost a lot of love for it over that, but at the same time, fair enough. Fair is fair. Hopefully they fix it. You know, at least it only occurs when an unfair workaround is used, but their workaround is really easy. Certain stratagems allow you to literally just pick 2 mechs, you know? So yeah, they're gonna have to fix that pretty quickly. Hopefully they do, but we will see. Now, while waiting to escape from the planet, I do believe I have not yet posted my own Discord. Well, not much to be ready for today, unfortunately. Today's stream is a simple one. Spam level 1s. Let's get some liberation in because we need to bank as much as we can for Akamar. As much as we can for Erata Prime. The last time that I led an action like this, we actually had a significant impact, thankfully. The last time we did this was on a planet called S-Tier Prime. We actually managed to convince people to do it so quickly that we turned around a major order. I'm hoping for a similar change today. Given enough opportunity, hopefully we can turn around this major order. Yeah, it probably is, Trazix. To be fair, considering that the kernel is, the anti-cheat is like kernel level anti-cheat, I'm like, All games do it, but it doesn't make it right. That being said, yeah. It is what it is. So you have to pick your poison. If you're gonna play this game, you gotta accept that poison. Either way, I'm also deciding to do this tonight because I will not be around tomorrow morning. Tomorrow morning, I'm actually going for my flu jab. So, you know, I will not be here. And that means that I better lead this action now. Hey, Mick.
Well done. One step closer to turning this planet
Enjoy.
into a black.
Enjoy your 30 minutes of duty, and then come spam level 1s. We need as much as we can get on Erata Prime. With 22,000 divers, I tell you, if every one of those 20,000 divers spammed level 1s, this would be over real fast.
Helldivers Prime.
That was a nice 2-minute clear.
Engaging
We can do some more.
thrusters.
Alright, I'm gonna drop down direct. Same as before. Unfortunately, I
Orbit
messed up a little bit with my selections. Whenever I run the Brute Commander one,
Initiated.
I like to drop down and also use the extraction pilot so I can save 18 seconds. 1.5 hours is still plenty of time. After you get home, we can spam. No, it does not, Neil. If you return to ship, you will get 0 liberation. It will not contribute. I don't know who told you it contributes, but it does not work that way. The very second you return to ship, you lose anything you have done. Just remember that. I was hoping super credits would come out, but oh well. Yep, the only way to bank liberation is die during the mission, kill yourself with impact grenades, which is a bit more boring, or you can safely extract. Some people prefer to save the 1 minute at extraction by murdering themselves with impact grenades. It's really your choice whether you want to or not. It saves about 1 minute in total, but I prefer not to do it that way because it's just so boring sometimes. But, you know, like I said, it's really your choice. If you saw infinite EATs, it's probably a hack. But either way, such exploits and glitches should have no place in proper games. After all, we're gamers, not exploiters. Even if I want to beat something, I want to beat it fair, you know? So, any exploiters that if I were to ever meet any exploiters, they would be instantly booted from Robot Nation. Wouldn't matter how much they contributed, how much they tipped me, they would be removed. I'd rather lose the revenue than lose my honor. Yes, you must die or you must extract for liberation to count. In this particular case, let me just work my mech up there. This is why a lot of people will bring expert extraction pilot and of course play solo because each person that way can do the liberation on their own. If we had 22,000 divers, all of the 22,000 divers just doing this, you know, oh, we would liberate this so fast. Of course, it's a lot less fun than playing, say, 7s, 8s, 9s with your community and stuff. I prefer to do that, but based on how this major order is going, I have a strong feeling we're going to fail this one if we do not resort to this. So it's time to win, even if we have to resort to cheap tactics. If you're in a mech, you can just walk over scavengers and they'll die. Like so. The warriors have to be killed with actual shots, but the scavengers, just walk over them. Like that. Okay, almost done. Now, unfortunately, this one took 4 minutes because I went off and got that one crate, but we'll see.
Pelican 1 arriving at coordinates.
I want to do everything I can to stop morale from dropping in the Helldivers community. That's why I saw that, you know, yeah, we just cracked a planet and, you know, we're about to fail a major order. I love it. I refuse.
Pelican 1 beginning ascent. You have maintained our way of life.
Your analogy is not one that I understand, but I'll give you a thumb for it. Now, the rest of you, don't forget to like the stream and share the stream out. Let's get as many people as we can here. The more people that can, you know, support this, the better. That, and I guess this type of order just isn't attracting people. We have only 47,000 players right now. It's a sad state. Around this time, we always used to have 50. But with player counts continuing to fall, and Arrowhead being slow AF on their updates and bad on their communication, you know, they seem to be really learning their best from Fat Shark. And I think that that's a incredible disappointment, but, you know, if they're hoping things will turn around with the next patch, it's not going to work. I've said this multiple times. They need to stop that. They need to start respecting their player base and understand that if they want this to succeed, then they need to show us some passion. If they don't show some serious passion, you know, nobody's coming back. Even if their next update's fantastic, because nobody will care anymore. I want to prevent that from happening, so we better start working hard. Automaton's ammo is going to dead. I have no idea what you're trying to say, but if you're saying that it may not be good, then fair enough. I don't believe so either. Not with the player base in this state. But whatever the case is, those of us who remain here, just try and do your best. Just do what you can. Like I said, I will not fail this order. If we can at least get this stupid planet done, Erata Prime done, right? We clear Erata Prime. The rest of the other two planets are going to be a bit easier to handle. So, we do what we can to finish this off. There is no such thing as a multiplier, but wasting time on Akamar means that you're contributing nothing. Please do not be on Akamar. Alright? You need to be on... Look, the more players... Think about it this way. Let me just give you some simple math. Why do you not want to split on 2 planets? If you're splitting on 2 planets, that means you've got 2 regeneration rates working against you. Erata Prime is 1.5 per hour. Akamar is 2.5 per hour. You're dealing with a regeneration rate of 4%. Whereas if everybody is on Erata Prime, you're only dealing with 1.5% per hour. Think about it. You're letting 4% of your progress get wiped out every hour instead of just dealing with 1.5%. Why would anybody want to split their focus? I hope that that's the case, Seiya. I have lost all hope, but I hope that you are right. Because I tell you, if the player base doesn't come back with the next patch, your favorite streamer is going to be gone. And I'd hate to see that happen. The math is simple. It's literally, do you want to deal with a 4% regeneration rate or do you want to deal with a 1.5% regeneration rate? It's literally the most straightforward thing in history. And I'm just wondering, why would anyone waste time on Akamar? Please do not waste time on planets that aren't the most popular planets, especially when it's a major order. My words may sound harsh, but quite frankly, I'm sick of players saying, you know, I like this planet, I don't like this planet. I don't care what you like or dislike. You get to the most populated planet in the major order and you clear that. Your preferences are irrelevant. Fighting on 2 planets is a waste of time and is worthless. If you need to, go to freaking Akamar and slap some sense into everybody there. Anyone wasting time there, call them a coward, call them a traitor, call them dishonorable, call them the most worthless beings on the planet because that's what they are at the moment. They need to be focusing on this order, unless they like failure. Now, I'm alright if they want to fail. No skin off my back, because, like I said, you know, I don't have to do this forever. I'm waiting until the First Descendant releases. Then I'm gone. Unless this game turns around majorly, as soon as the First Descendant releases, I'm gone. So, I don't have to be here long term. But for the rest of the people, they do. So either they get with the program, or they lose. Players don't like the bots. The major order right now is bugs, so we'll worry about the automaton major order when it comes. And exactly, you never fight on 2 fronts. It's a waste of resources and a waste of time. Very true, King Raven. What is the liberation spamming strategy? Just go straight to difficulty 1. Go straight to difficulty 1, do exactly what I'm doing. You see, I'm liberating every 3 minutes. Every 3 to 5 minutes, right? I'm banking liberation. And each time, it's 3 liberation. If all of us do this right now, it's faster. No problem, King Size. These are things that I've been teaching the community for months. It's why I'm so disappointed that players do not have this thing memorized. All of this stuff is common sense, actually. Well, to me, it's common sense. I don't understand why people don't know it by now. Because we've been doing this, like this is literally the reason we fail MOs so quickly. Because players don't know this. I always will, Seiya. But that's why I'm so disappointed with Helldivers. They had such potential. They literally had the potential to be the greatest game in history. But they screwed up.
Prime.
And if they continue to screw up, like I said, I don't have to be here. I can leave anytime, and I'm just waiting. I'm just buying some time until, and I'm being very frank with you guys, I'm just buying time until First Descendant drops. Once that game is out, I can leave, and I don't have to worry anymore. You know, I can move on to the next thing. And then Space Marine 2 comes in September. First Descendant, even if it goes badly, I only have to make it last until September, and Space Marine 2 drops. So, I think Helldivers will definitely have a comeback, but it depends on how long they take. They could end up being like Diablo and taking 1 year to have a comeback, or they could come back now, you know? It's up to them. But I firmly believe that if they want to succeed in whatever it is that they're doing, they need to start taking the player base seriously, and they need to start respecting players. Because right now they are not respecting players. They are respecting their own time and thinking about their own time, you know. and acting as if their time matters more than ours. You know, it's like, oh, the devs, we don't want the devs to burn out. We, you know, mental health, this, that's a lot of bullshit. It's all a lot of crock coming from a CEO that, you know what, I didn't want to believe the rumors that the CEO was just, you know, was the head of so many failures, but I can see why. You don't ever spew crock like that in the corporate world. You have to overwork your employees, do it. Do it. They signed up for it. Pay them big bonuses at the end, because I'll tell you one thing. If you don't know how to carrot and stick your business, you're done with. You know, for me, if I was in charge, I would say it simply: you guys work you guys work yourself to the bone, but you get a big bonus if this turns around. Carrot and stick. The CEO does not need a big salary. All right, the CEO can tie his bonuses together with the employees, if you trust them. And if you're not willing to trust your employees, is that really your dream team? The First Descendant is dropping on every single platform, and it is free, ladies and gents. Don't forget, I'm an official creator and partner. I expect every single one of my viewers there on the First Descendant because it's free. Number one, it's free. Number two, I am your creator. You can trust me because you know my reputation for honesty and proper gameplay. What kind of game is First Descendant? I did 2 streams on it during the technical beta. I suggest you check those out. It's an MMORPG. And think of it as a mix between Warframe and Destiny. Some people call it the Korean version of Warframe and Destiny. Slightly simplified gunplay, but overall it's a fun game. I would say, although the gunplay is a bit simpler than it would be in Destiny and Warframe, and certainly simpler than Warframe, it's actually still pretty fun. Because once you start learning about character abilities and structuring them and start doing the more advanced missions, you tend to have to really know what you're doing. So if you haven't wishlisted it already, I suggest you do. Because it's free to play anyway. What do you have to lose? You know? If you don't like the First Descendant after you try it for free, just uninstall it. It's literally a free to play game. The only thing that the way it makes money is through microtransactions, and the microtransactions are, as far as I've been shown, only cosmetic. If they have any sort of pay to win system, believe me, I'll be the first to fight against it, even as an official creator. You're kind of right about that, Roland. Palsted's silence sort of worries me, but I hope that the next patch they're cooking is good. Lol, Vladimir. Sure. Here's a thumb for you. You're lucky I can understand a joke. I will answer that in a moment, Pete, just because I think I missed one of the messages. King size. Hang on, let me just read what king size wrote. Well, I'm glad that your wife enjoys my stream. I am very harsh on people. It's true. And I make no bones about that. Because I feel personally that being harsh is a part of who I am and what I am.
Welcome back.
I don't mince my words, and I say things straight to people's face because, quite frankly, it's the same attitude I would expect from people. And people have always, you know, said the same thing back to me, but... Okay, let me see. Pumping the fuel. Pumping the fuel should be faster.
Mission coordinates locked.
I am extremely harsh. I don't deny that. But to me, that harshness is a necessity because look at what happens when you have good faith, when you don't scold people. When you don't scold people, they climb over your head. When you don't scold people, they take actions that lead to the downfall of their own game. You know, everybody was praising everything about Helldivers. Oh, this game's game of the year, it's so good. Look what happened. When you're so filled with your own hot air, you know? And quite frankly, people will say the same thing about me. They'll say, Robot, aren't you the guy that's most filled with hot air? Aren't you the guy that has the most ego? Yes. But you want to know why? Because I am harsher on myself than anyone could ever be out there. Everything that I say, every action that I take, everything that I do, I'm criticizing myself constantly. Only my friends in the background who know my creation process will know how unrealistically harsh I am on myself. Why? Because that is the way you must be. If you are not harsh on yourself, if you do not literally think of yourself as nobody and nothing, you can never be something. You need to man up and take responsibility for yourself. Responsibility starts with you, nobody else. Nobody in this world is responsible for you. You are responsible for yourself. And that is why I am the way I am. I don't make any bones about it, you know, and I certainly look. And, you know, I am also not everybody's cup of tea. I completely understand that. I'll never apologize for being, you know, who I am. But what I will say is that I do understand. And some people cannot watch me for that reason. You know, some people will choose to not watch my stuff. They will choose to, you know, go elsewhere for their entertainment. And that's completely fine. You know, at the end of the day, I, as an entertainer, must accept that. Because that's a part of the business. That's what happens when you're in this business. You may not cater to everybody. And not everybody will enjoy your particular flavor of tea. But I tell you, for those that enjoy this kind of harsh tea, it's usually a pretty good thing. Because at the very least, you'll never get screwed over. And you know that whatever I work with and whatever I do, I'm going to give it to you straight. And now let's talk about the motivations behind their odd actions, Pete. Sorry I took a little bit too long on the previous topic. I actually do have a theory. It's all now, ladies and gents, I'm going to say this right now. What I'm about to say is a theory only. Okay, this in no way reflects the reality of what I think is going on with Arrowhead. Okay, this is only my theory. And it should remain that. A theory that we might think about, but should not be taken as fact. Some people like to say, Asian Robot said this on his stream. You ever try to pull that bullshit with me, I'll be the first to name and shame you publicly in a video and expose everything you do. Alright? Take that as a threat. Because I do not want words taken out of context when I say this, but I think it is important to think about it. I personally believe that the reason why they've made so many strange actions is because, number one, Sony behind the scenes is very unhappy with how Palstead handled the whole Sony PSN fiasco. It's evident because they, up till now, 1 month later, they're hoping people forget. They have not yet restored 180 countries. In fact, they're trying to push PSN onto any other releases that they're porting to PC. They want the PC market, but they're going to limit it to the countries where they can force PSN. Just like with Ghost of Tsushima. You know, I'm glad people are enjoying it, but they have forced a PSN requirement, and they will continue to force a PSN requirement. We have always, you know, we have always got to be aware that these corporates, they don't give up. You know, they'll publicly say they back down, and then they'll try and do something shady behind the scenes. It's literally what the entire punk movement fought against for so long. And guess what? Did it get them anywhere? No. Corporations are still in control of everything. All we got was some pretty damn awesome music and some pretty damn awesome fashion. But it never changed anything because guess what? People forget. Nobody can take action for a long time. People get tired of a war within 2 days. You know? They're not willing to fight for a cause for years on end. It's difficult. And I understand it. Because I've been a soldier. Do you know how hard it is to keep up morale? Unless you've got a freaking fantastic commander that's going to inspire everyone day in, day out, it is very, very difficult to keep up morale. So, quite frankly, Sony understands this. A corporation can outlast all of us, you know, and I hate to say it this way, but a corporation can outlast all of us rabble. We're just rabble. What can we do? You know, I can unite my small group of people, but I'm not Asmon Gold. If I was Asmon Gold, all right, I might be able to do something, but I'm not that level of famous just yet. And I don't think I ever will be because, quite frankly, I rub too many people the wrong way, you know, just being honest. But I'm not Asmon Gold. So right now, I don't think I have the power to move as many people as I should. But that being the case, I feel that what Sony did was immediately said, okay, Palstead, you're stepping down. You want to remain with the studio? Fine, but you're no longer CEO. Because as CEO, you've got too much power. They install this other guy in, you know, force Palstead to say, yeah, you know, he's a great guy, whatever. And Palstead is now just trying to focus on saving his game or whatever. But they seem to be controlling his communications as well. Only things related to the game, you know, they seem to be controlling a lot of things behind the scenes. And I feel that is the reason, Pete, why they're making all these changes and why they're doing it behind the scenes. Because Sony, they don't need the revenue from Helldivers. They said, all right, at this point, it's a sunk cost. We're never going to recover what we already did. We've made our money with 12 million units. Let's continue down this pathway because eventually, if they want to play this game, they're going to have to get our PSN.
Coordinates locked.
And that's what they want.
Hellpods primed.
And that's why they're pushing it.
Engaging orbital thrusters.
Less players in future, less backlash, and more of their fanboys to help them. More of their fanboys. Don't forget, during the PSN backlash, our PC players completely outnumbered the fanboys. That won't happen again. You know, they need their trolls and orcs to be stronger than the united strength of man. Because, sure, we had the whole Riders of Rohan vibe, but that lasted a weekend. And then the Riders of Rohan went back to fighting amongst themselves. Great job right there, but that's reality. That's reality for you. So we didn't exactly, you know, do a shining job of accounting for ourselves out there. No. We certainly didn't. And that's why Sony knows they can bully us. That's why Sony knows that no matter what they pull, all they need to do is just make sure that we don't have the forces to mount a counteroffensive next time.
Today the light of liberty will grace the skies of this world once more.
Everybody celebrated the day that Sony backed off. I said they did it too fast. It was suspicious to me. It was the most suspicious I've ever been of a corporation because you can't trust corporate. Do any of you trust corporate? I wouldn't trust corporate with a 10-foot pole. It's crazy to trust corporate or even think that they're borderline trustworthy. And yet people still said, you know what? Yeah, we won. Are you sure? I don't believe that, you know, I don't believe in stuff like that. Now, Gozu, again, I want to restate that keep in mind that everything that I'm saying here is theory crafting, all right? We cannot use any of these as factual statements because they're not facts. This is an opinion that I was asked to share. You know, I was asked to share my thoughts on this. And whether they're true or not, that remains to be seen. But unless we have facts, remember, you cannot let this alter your perception of things. This is merely an opinion. And an opinion as it is only for debate. So, Pete, I hope that answers, you know, your question. What's up, Paul? Of course they're stupid, Viper VC. But, you know, being stupid has never stopped corporations, because when it comes to corporations, they've got the size. They can make stupid deals or make stupid decisions and carry on because their bulk allows them to absorb losses. The way that big money moves things is very simple. If I've got $10 million and I make 10 $1 million investments, right? 8 of them could die. But if the last investment gives me a 80% return, just as a, if the last investment doubles my money, okay? So let's say I've got 10 $1 million investments. Just think of it this way, right? 8 of them fail. So I've lost $8 million. One of them breaks even, so I get that 1 million back. And the last one, I gain, let's say like Helldivers, I gain 10, 20 times my investment. That means I've actually made a profit. Doesn't matter that the other 8 investment fails. The last one made me the money. This is how big corporations do things. Because it doesn't matter about individual performance. Individual performance is irrelevant. All that matters is that out of all of my investments, did I turn a profit? It's the final result that matters to them. And once I've turned a profit, where's my next investment? They're not going to be worrying about Helldivers because Helldivers game model, in their mind, probably won't make money in the long run. Why? You can earn the super credits for free. So the only ongoing support that you're going to receive are from hardcore people who really love the devs. So basically, Sony's made their money and now they've sort of left the game out dry. You know, which is a very shitty way of doing business, but hey. Since when have corporate executives cared about long term? You know, this ain't the day and age of like, I'll stick with the company until the day I die anymore. No. Nowadays, people stick with the company 2-3 years, and that's the only horizon they're looking at. If I do well at Sony for 2-3 years, I could go anywhere else, command a huge salary, and, you know, do some other stuff. And then after I do some other stuff, I can come back after 2-3 years, you know, just go around in circles. Think about it. That's how people job hop these days anyway, to get higher and higher salary bonuses. Because people have started looking at very short-term results rather than long-term investments. They're not, you know, I'm gonna stick here and give my life to this place anymore. You know, there's no more iron rice bowls. Funnily enough, it's become so bad that even the YouTubers have had to do that. Do you know in the past, back when Asmongold, Gathalion, and a lot of the others were coming up, you know, back in the days of Destiny 1 and whatnot, these people have been in business for like 10 to 14 years. And back then, they could only stream like WoW or only do this one type of main content. And because back then players would stick with the game for 10 years, they were like just locked in on the content. It was so much easier back then. Now, literally 2-3 months and your game's dead. Then then you have to move on, you know? I don't think so, Saya. That's a very positive way of looking at it, but I don't think so.
Extraction complete.
My theory will always be that Sony forced it. Because Sony wants a person that'll agree with them. Sony needs yes men. You know, I don't trust corporate. I never trust corporate. And I understand you, Viper VC. I myself don't like to pre-order. Unless, you know. Yeah, but what makes you think an interview is truthful? What makes you think that any interview done is truthful? Interviews can be scripted. Interviews can be done under duress. You know, people act in front of cameras. Hell, even I put on a little bit of a persona. I'm mostly 95% the same way that I am off camera, but that's just because that's my brand. Most people out there, most streamers and YouTubers, they're completely different people on camera than they are off camera. You know? Interviews can be scripted, things can be faked. I mean, you know, just because you said something to the cameras doesn't mean it's how you really feel. Think about how many scandals we have in day-to-day life, you know? Like, now, don't get me wrong, I appreciate the fact that, you know, you're a very positive person, say, and that's good. Don't ever get that wrong. Positivity is a good thing. Optimism is a good thing. But I never trust anybody. All right? I can count on my hand how many people I trust. And I never trust anybody.
Orbit synchronized.
You never trust corporate, you never trust anybody. And that's why I'm a very, very, you know, some people say abrasive, but I say I'm just protecting myself, you know? Whenever somebody says, you know, oh yeah, show me this, show me that, I'm like, yeah, okay, where's the money?
Telepod launch initiated.
You don't tell me that you're gonna do this and that. I don't want your words. Your words are irrelevant to me. Your words do not matter to me, you know? And I'll say, well, if you say that you're a pessimist, okay, fair enough. But under these circumstances, in this particular argument, you know, you are playing the optimist in that sense, because you said that you're believing the interview. I've seen the interview. I don't I don't believe it. Not even for a second. Because I'm looking at the actions they're taking, you know. I don't believe that the actions that they're showing us are anything like what was communicated. At all. Just look at the corporate response that the new CEO has given. Remember what he said. We're taking a slower cadence. Yes, we should have communicated, but you know, now we're making all these changes to pacing and things like that. You know, and we're just gonna make these changes. You know, we're not gonna talk about them with you. So yeah. Well, fair enough, Saya. But either way, like I said, I don't believe that the actions they're taking, you know, matches their view. To me, what they're doing is just covering up for Sony. Because Sony still pays their salary. Sony is still their master and they're Sony's dogs. At the end of the day, they cannot bite the hand that feeds them. They've got no other option. No, you cannot, Ark. No, you cannot. There is no way to speed up the process. Just go through it. It's okay. It's like 30 seconds. You cannot return to ship because the second you hit this return to ship button, your liberation is gone. It does not work that way.
ETA T-minus 1 minute.
Could be, Sage. Could be. You know? But yeah, at the end of the day, you know, regardless of what we believe, regardless of what we say, you know, we can discuss it till the cows come home, but yeah, the ball at the end of the day is in Arrowhead's court, and we have to see what real actions come, you know. I hope that I'm the one who's wrong. Every time a week goes by, I pray that I'm the guy that's wrong, you know, because at the end of the day, if I'm wrong, good, because that would mean that the community wins. If I'm right, that's just sad. Community does not win, and that's no fun for anybody. But so far, I'm not happy with the actions they've taken and with the stances they've taken. It seems like they've gone from being very player-based friendly to being very closed off, you know, especially like I mentioned when the CEO said, you know, we're being threatened, stop sending us death threats and things like that. Why would you say something like that without proof and evidence? You prove it to me. You prove that you're receiving death threats every single day. I want to see that shit. You prove it on social media, because it's not like you have to protect the privacy of the people who are sending you death threats. They've literally already broken the law. So why are you not showing us the proof? You show us the evidence and we will sympathize with you. But if you don't, then all you're doing is farming pity votes, which I don't think is a good idea long term. It sets a very sleazy tone for the CEO, for the new CEO. I'm not liking that. Warmonger. Be very careful of those statements, okay? I'm gonna have to remove that based on YouTube policy. Okay, be very careful. I know you're joking, but don't ever joke like that on YouTube. Yeah, no, fair enough, Red Shadow. And I understand that. I guess I've just been hoping for a game that can, quote-unquote, last forever. Because I'm sick of changing games. I would love a game that I can just sit on, play all day, every day, and make money off of. But I guess in this day and age, games aren't like that. You know, Dark Tide was a complete failure. I just hope Helldivers does not turn into a complete failure, but rather it's something that can have a comeback, that it can have its moment to return to the sun, you know?
You must drive the Terminids back from this world. Choose an operation and...
Mission coordinates locked. Hellpods Prime.
And not Minecraft. I do not Minecraft. Ever.
Engaging orbital thrusters.
But it would be nice for once not to have to change a game after 3 months of success, and then you see everybody that you know leave the game because of how shitty it is.
Synchronized.
Yes, you can off yourself with grenades. Death still counts as extraction. Death still counts as extraction. You just cannot return to ship. If you use that feature, it won't work. But dying is perfectly fine. So if you want to go down that path, be my guest.
pod launch initiated.
And not Fortnite either, you know? Not Fortnite either. Fortnite is a no-no for me. Because right now, like, I just don't want this game to go into the toilet completely. If I can try and help it a little bit with what I'm doing right now, then good. But, yeah. It's not easy watching this happen, you know? Like I said, I have thoroughly enjoyed myself on this game, and I think that this game had the potential to have such a great community. But they ruined themselves. Sony ruined it. You know, there are so many parties to blame in this, but long story short, they need to be accountable for ruining it. And could it have a comeback? Maybe. You know, it could turn out like Diablo and have a big comeback. I would love to see that. But I am no fool.
More prosperity!
Deploying equipment package.
Valorant exists, but you think I'd ever trust Riot? Somebody tried to get me to play Valorant once, even paid for a stream, but I actually couldn't because their anti-cheat was so invasive that it would not recognize my Windows 11 PC at the time. It was that bad. And people tried to find solutions to play Valorant, didn't work, but oh well, there you go. No, I don't think I will either, Saya. But I continue to hope. I continue to hold on to hope that there'll at least be that one game that I can be, you know, famous for. True, King Raven, true.
South, 100 meters.
Like right now, I feel like I'm pretty much a nomad. I go around to some of these games, get popular for a while. Everybody likes the RealAsianRobot. 2-3 months later, that game's dead, and I have to move on to something else. You know? Just feels wrong. But that's life for you. Darktide did well for a while. But c'est la vie.
Another triumph for managing
That too died in like 3 months.
guide your safe extraction.
Counter-Strike 2 is good, but PvP, you'll never be big. No matter how many players the game has, you'll never be big unless you're very, very good at it. Unfortunately, I'm a little too old for those kinds of competitive games. My reflexes aren't quite what they used to be. So, yeah, you guys enjoy those. But making it as a creator for those games, you better be the fucking best. It's damn near impossible to do so unless you're a cheater or the best. And quite frankly, I don't know if you guys follow, but COD had a big reckoning recently where a lot of people, creators, were exposed as nothing but cheaters, which they were. So, I don't know. For me, I just can't be in that scene. PvP scene, not for me. I'll have to wait, you know? Life always comes up with something eventually. You may not have a pathway now, but things get better over time. Eventually, something good will come along. But I have to keep shooting my shots and keep trying my best. So my next hope lies with the First Descendant. Then after that, my next hope will lie with Space Marine, you know? Over time, something good will come out.
T-minus 1 minute.
Yep, Darktide was good up until those days, my dear friend. Such a sad finale to it. Yeah, well, most people wouldn't know about Darktide because it was literal trash. Like, they have a gacha crafting system. Let that sink in. Sure, you don't have to pay anything for it, but it's still a gacha crafting system. Some people, after like, what, 100 hours, still don't have the weapons they want. The core gameplay loop was fun, but you can only spend so long on it before it eats you alive, so yeah. They almost redeemed themselves with the anniversary update, almost, and then they flubbed hard. But as a testament to what they created, do you know I have 1,393 hours on Darktide? I have a lot of hours on that shit. I spent a lot of time. So yeah.
Extraction complete.
StarCraft will always be fun, but unfortunately, you know, being a creator for those types of games, same problem. You really have to be top tier. You know, people have to enjoy watching your fights if, you know, you want to be a creator for those types of games. We shall see. Yep. We can always, like, for a gamer can wait. A creator cannot. I got rent to pay next month. I got rent due next week. You know? So I need to be making money now. Dude, I considered Roblox, but I cannot stoop to playing children's games.
Sample
Like,
collection
no.
below average.
That is just something that I do not want to do, you know? I think that there's more than enough people on Roblox, and I'm just like, nope. I don't need that kind of stuff in my life. Destiny 2 is way too expensive. It would have been good for me, and I did enjoy it during the time that I started to work on it.
Engaging orbital thruster.
But yeah, it's why I've got my hopes set on the First Descendant, because Destiny is just too expensive to keep up with. I cannot, in good conscience, display that.
Orbit synchronized. Launch initiated.
By the way, please do not name any other creators by name here. So, if you don't mind, it's one of my policies, king size. It helps to prevent any drama. So, if you watch somebody else for something else, you know, even if it's in context, don't name them. Don't name them. People take things out of context all the time, and as this is my career, I am a strictly no drama channel. So, even in the most positive lights, the internet is the internet. So, for that reason, please do not name other creators on my channel unless absolutely necessary. But yeah, we try to stay away from that here. It is how it is, John. People are people, you know? People will always be people. It's okay, king size. Most people wouldn't think of it that way. I do, though. Because like I said, I do this as a career. And I'm not somebody that wants to just last for like a few bright moments and then fade out. I'm literally making this my career until the day that I die. And I'm too far in to back out now, so I better fucking succeed at what I do. Some days you feel lost because, like, man, it's hard to succeed. But, hey, I gotta do it. I've got no choice. This is what I gotta do.
Hello to democracy.
And it might be a hard road, but I'm gonna do it. But that also requires that I act differently from others. With the whole Ubisoft thing, it's hard to trust them. Although XDefiant is doing semi-well for them. You know, we'll see how that plays out. Spamming level 1s is the most efficient, my guy. Tell you what, you do a test yourself. Alright, you don't have to believe me. You spend 1 hour just doing level 1s, and you calculate how much liberation you get. You spend an hour playing whatever your difficulty of choice is, and you count how much liberation you get. Alright? You tally it up at the end.
Extraction request confirmed. Shuttle inbound.
I'm always honest. I have no reason not to be. There's never a use in lying to your audience or being dishonest. There's no point.
T-minus 1 minute and 30 seconds.
Not everybody's gonna stick with me when I move to my next game, you know? But some might. And hopefully, as long as I continue to speak the truth, they'll come with me. That's how I feel anyway. If you'll pass, then just believe me and get on level 1s right now. Make sure that you are finishing them within 5 minutes, though. Don't be taking too long. You take anything longer than 5 minutes, you're wasting time. So, yeah, get it done. You'll be able to shave a little bit of time off because some of the missions, like illegal broadcasts, that only takes about 3.5 minutes. So, for the slightly longer one, like raise the flag, which takes about 6 minutes, you can sort of average out the time and get about 5 minutes. But basically, you want to be spending no more than 5 minutes on the mission. Collaboration is helpful? Untrue. Some may believe that, and look, I'm not going to explain why, because there's no reason for me to do so, but let's just say that collaboration is one of the dumbest things you can do. It actually results in a lot of negativity. Well, later down the line anyway. Now, collaboration does work, but only if you're part of the same talent agency, or if you've got a backroom deal going on. And me personally, I'm a very independent creator. I don't like to have those backroom deals going on. Hey, Arcane.
This is Pelican 1. I have visual on the extraction zone.
I'd rather wait till my own people become strong streamers and then I'll collaborate with them on other stuff. And I can wait patiently for that because that is something that comes more with the expansion of business. First and foremost, I need to make it myself as a creator. Am I finishing with Helldivers 2? Depends. Depends on what actions they take. I mean, right now the player base is at an all-time low. Even if I stream it every single day, there are not that many people enjoying the content anymore. So I'll do what I can, but I'm just literally waiting for my next opportunity. So we'll see. I'm saying 3.5 minutes because that's about the average time that a person takes, Mick. If you look at the final timer after extracting and everything, it's about 3.5 minutes for some people. But that's an average time. I didn't say it was my time. Now, you ever question my calculations on my servos ever again, Mick, and I will personally ban you for life. Never question your superior officer.
Well done.
Is it fun? Hell no, it's not fun. I just don't want to fail this order.
Choose where to join
If
your
I cared about fun, I'd be playing my rounds with my
The
people.
bugs swarm across this
You think I'd be
planet.
doing this shit?
Choose where
No
to
way.
make your stand.
Of course it's not fun. But you know what's even less fun? Failing this order and having
But a
even
single
worse morale before the supposed patch next week. I'd rather prevent that.
Engaging orbital thrusters.
This is the most unfun thing that I've ever seen. This is literally the worst experience I've ever experienced in my life right now.
Orbit synchronized.
Like, I don't even understand why I'm even doing this, but you know what? Hey, if it makes it so that we can pass this order, then fine. Sacrifice is always necessary. I am trash the way I speak to people? Okay, cool. In that case, Mr. Do You Kill 420, despite the fact that you've hung around for all this time, enjoy, get banned, and goodbye. It's funny how these people that, you know, hang around at my stream all the time and then they come around and come up with that shit. Like, if you want to get banned, alright? I really don't give a crap what you think about me, you know? And congratulations on showing your true colors. I hope you find a better place to be an asshole. I don't know what they hope to achieve, but there you go. You think you'd rather have us fail? Nah. No way, man. Ah, Mick, nah. Trust your general. I will never ever be inefficient. After all, we are perfect. Bugs are the best. Enjoy yourself, Jared. I hope you enjoy this at least. But nah, I'm not gonna let this fail, because this thing failing would probably worsen morale. So, no way for me. I'm gonna make sure that this succeeds even if I have to sacrifice for it. If we can get Erata Prime done in about like 20 hours, might work. There are always people like that. I don't really mind it so much.
Say hello to democracy.
It is how it is. Okay, we're almost done with this.
You've done your duty. You may extract with honor.
Did I call in the jetpack? No, I didn't. I'll just walk over. Technically, if I use the jetpack, I can save a little bit of time on this. You gotta work to live, Jared. We all gotta work to live. I'm a bit different like that, Saya. For me, I think on the greater good. I think that if this MO fails, then it's even more negativity that we don't need right now. You know, I want this game to still stand a chance because, quite frankly, I've met a lot of awesome people through this game. Despite the fact that they're literally letting everything, you know, go to hell. I don't want it to be that way. I still enjoy playing my people. That's actually true. Well,
1 minute, 30 seconds.
no, with light armor. I think you can save about 15 seconds, right? If you're using light armor, granted, I'm not using light armor, but I think we can save a little bit, like 15 seconds. I didn't time it exactly, but I think with light armor, it's about 15 seconds. Well, yeah, 5 seconds might be reasonable considering I'm wearing medium armor. That is true. Compared to the mech anyway, so that's not wrong. Well, I appreciate the support at least, Jared.
ETA T-minus 1 minute.
It's alright, king size. Like I said, I don't really care. Raphael, why level 1? I'm not testing anything. This is the fastest way to get liberation. So, I don't know if you know this, but it's actually a waste of time to be doing hell dives and all that. Unless you are so good that you can complete them fast. You want the fastest possible liberation, you spam level 1s. This way, right? Think about it this way. When you do a hell dive, you're doing it in a team most of the time, right? You bank the liberation at the end of the operation. But when it comes to this, right, each individual player can bank the liberation themselves. So if you've got, like, let's say 10 friends, right? You complete 2 hell dives, you're gaining maybe, let's say it's 21 per hell dive, 41, right? But all those 10 friends completing 1 trivial mission, banking 3 liberation each, right? In 1 run, those 10 friends have banked 30. 2 runs, they've already banked 60. You see how that works? It's a huge multiplier as opposed to pairing up for teams, doing hell dives and things like that. Yes, unfortunately, Jared, that is the only way to complete this in time. I can show you. It is not, for me, this is not a false statement, this is fact. And again, like I said, I can demonstrate it easily. Give me one moment. So, this is the Galactic War map on Helldivers.io. And you can actually see the predicted time to completion up here. Now, because we've got people wasting time on Akamar 4, and it's like 22%, which could be helping Erata Prime, we're basically competing with 2 different regeneration rates. Because if you look at the regeneration rate on Erata Prime, it's 1.5% per hour, but Akamar is 2.5. So whatever gains they're making on Akamar is being wiped out straight away. There's no point on being in Akamar. If these 11,000 came here, we would have Erata Prime done within 17 hours. That's how fast we could go. So the only way to rescue this order is if everybody spams 1s to push the liberation rate up as high as possible. That way we might stand a chance because we've got 3 days and 3 hours. We need to take this planet within 20 hours to get a bit of a buffer. Now, it is varying because as people complete 1s, right, the liberation rate will change based on that. So the earliest we can expect completion is 16 hours, but most likely it's going to be about 22 hours based on my guesstimate. If we get enough people spamming 1s, though, we stand a serious chance, and I mean a serious chance. By the way, thank you, Arcane, for that super sticker earlier. Appreciate you, my dear friend. Gotta love Arcane, always. You want to come and hang out and voice with me?
Keep an eye out for more samples next time.
Keep me company while I spam level 1s.
New super chat received.
No worries, Fisher. Thank you very much. Here's a personal comment. Thank you. And I think I just... Oh, wait. I'm not even in my own stream room. LOL. I was wondering why Arcane wasn't in here. Sup? I wasn't even in my own stream
A
room.
battleground awaiting your heroic intervention.
I like summoned my palo right here, and then I was like, I wasn't there. It's like, yeah, meet me at this place, and I'm just not there.
Well done.
Mission coordinates
Dude, I
logged.
was trying to type in chat too. I'm gonna make a
Erata
comment.
Prime.
It's okay. It's okay. Thank you for saving me the embarrassment. I appreciate that.
Engaging orbital
I appreciate
thrusters.
you not embarrassing me. Professional streamer, ladies and gents. Professional streamer.
Orbit synchronized.
No wonder earlier I was inviting people. Yeah, you can come and hang out in Voicey 1. Then I realized I wasn't even in Voice this entire time.
Air quality.
Oh, I'm not doing it for the medal, Seiya. I just want people to succeed this order no matter what. Is it soul crushing and soulless? Hell yes. But at the same time, hey, I'm not gonna be around tomorrow morning. If I was, you know, because I'm going for my flu jab tomorrow, I can't contribute tomorrow. So I thought to myself, yeah, it may not be so worth it, but hey, I'll do my part today, and then tomorrow, you know, maybe we still stand a chance. You know, I think I would regret it if I didn't at least try. But yes, I am temporarily sacrificing my joy, and I am inviting those who are willing to crush their souls to sacrifice their joy as well. But you don't have to. It is optional. Besides, you know, I have you guys to talk to. It's not so bad. Now, if I was just doing this by myself and had nobody to talk to, probably a very different situation. Say, I would probably say, yeah, no, that's not happening. But hey, I got a chat to talk to, and you know, to watch me crush my soul. So win-win situation, you know. It's entertainment, right? In a twisted, sick way, but yes. What did I even bring? I can't even remember what I brought. Doesn't matter.
Dropping a pin.
Okay, where's the brute commander? Come on out here. There you are. Good boy. He's dead. Let's go.
Extract when ready.
Just need to make it back. Well, no, not really. The light armor plus jetpack should be faster. I'm just keep forgetting to bring it, and I'm too lazy to call it in, so I'm just calling in the mech and making do.
I'm
Like,
starting to love it.
you're starting to love what?
The jetpack. Oh my gosh.
Jetpack is fun. Use it, abuse it. Whatever keeps the fun going.
Extraction shuttle inbound.
But yeah, for me, I just call in the mech, do it, you know. But Mick is right. I would probably save about maybe 5 to 10 seconds, roughly.
30 seconds.
But nah, I think I'll give that up because I'm just too lazy, you know. I'll just walk around in the mech.
How'd you like the taste of freedom?
But yeah, for me, the ammos just aren't about the medals or anything like that. I just want people to keep succeeding, keep winning, and keep enjoying that little spark of joy that keeps them going. Because I feel that if we fail another ammo, it's just going to be a big eye roll. And if me doing this can save one person from quitting the game, then I'd say maybe it's worth it, you know. Because I feel it. This thing is on Diablo Season 1 type legs.
How'd you like the taste of freedom?
I mean, Soul Mask, you know, starting to catch up to this game in terms of player
30
base.
seconds.
So, And that game's an early access game.
ETA T-minus 20 seconds.
I think I would regret it most if I had another Dark Tide on my hands. I don't think I want another Dark Tide on my hands. No blood on my hands.
This is Pelican 1. I have visual
You have no soul to be crushed, Mick? Like, damn, bro. That's just sad. Come on, you got a soul, buddy. How else do you endure all the shit that I throw at you? Oh, Lord. Hey, no problem, Jared. Happy to answer the questions where I can. And, bro, I could never compare myself to Jesus. I ain't that selfless. Have you seen the way I talk to people, Saya? No way I'm Jesus. I'm too rude to people to be Jesus. Paul, you do what you can, man. Just have fun with the game. For you guys out there, have fun with the game. You want to do some ones, you know, in the spare time, do some ones. Otherwise, make sure you have fun. First and foremost, never lose your spark for things, you know? Kind of like that, Gozu. Yeah, I don't really want that to happen, you know what I'm saying? I'm not sure why they don't increase the liberation rates for higher difficulties. An infinite grenade glitch is still in the game. Yes, yes. They said it was fixed. It is not fixed. People can still do it. And I think King Size Megabit Gaming or whatever, he's already communicated it to Twinbeard about how it's replicated. So hopefully, you know, that happens eventually. I guess fixed for real. Yum yum yum, excuse me. I know, right? Sweet cool. At least the game's balanced now. Totally.
Mission complete. Sample collection below average.
Well, I mean...
Helldiver, take command of the galaxy's liberation.
And lol. F the police. Lamau.
But a
Mission coordinates locked. Hellpods primed. Engaging orbital thrusters.
But hey, you know, thinking of it a different way, it's at least something to pass the time. At least it's more productive than me just doing another chatting stream. Anyway, I don't have that much to chat about today. So, me just doing this, it's okay. Could be a lot worse. Alright, either way, let's make the switch temporarily. So I'm tired. I need the maximum speed. Like gunner.
Launch initiated.
The fastest way to get super credits, you can spam on trivials or you can spam difficulty 2. I do have a video explaining it, but realistically just go find all the points of interest. Actually, you know what? It's probably faster for me to tell you that. Just go spam all the points of interest on difficulty 2 or difficulty 1, and you are most likely to be able to get some super credits. Yeah, I do have a video on it, but actually he doesn't need to watch the video because Saya knows this game well enough, so I don't have to actually show him the video. The video is more made for newbies that may not know how to farm it, but realistically speaking, yeah, all you gotta do is just
Deploying equipment package.
go farm difficulty 2 or difficulty 1, because that has the highest ratio of stuff.
Freedom triumphs over tyranny once more. The extraction shuttle awaits your request.
Let's see. Yeah, I think it is roughly based on this, because I don't get all that much height with this jump pack compared to the dark fluid jump pack. I miss it already. Yeah, it's roughly only about,
Equipment package.
Mick was right, about 5 to 6 seconds faster than the mech.
Extraction shuttle inbound.
Yes, we've gotten 100 super credits before, so you can get it on any map. We've gotten 100 super credits on a diff 2, we've gotten it on diff 1.
T-minus 1 minute.
You know, I've gotten it roughly, I would say 4 or 5 times in my entire career. Most, like 3 other times were all at higher levels when we were just regularly playing the game, and we just had, hey, 100 for some reason, you know, it popped up on screen. But the other 2 times were when I was farming, and I got it very lucky once on a 1 and once on a 2. It was actually during the time that I was figuring out the methodology.
ETA T-minus 1 minute.
That's empty. Say hello.
Not sure where that came out from, Brandon, but I mean, creators lying is nothing new. It happens in every industry. Now, I do not know who you're talking about, nor can I comment on the truth of that, because I'm no longer someone who actively creates Diablo 4 stuff. I just play the game. But I will be testing some other builds when I get time. I was actually planning on doing a Diablo 4 stream today, do 3 hours on a Necromancer, but fell through because I forgot I have my flu jab tomorrow, and we got a new order for Helldivers, so that's why I'm doing this. But I do actually feel like checking out some of that stuff. That being said, I don't know what they say or lie about, but so far, based on the people who've actually played this season, my own people that I trust, XP is pretty good, and it is possible to get to level 100 pretty fast, but it does require about 2 days worth of hours to get there. So I'd say about 40 hours ish. That's roughly what they say. So yeah.
Extraction complete.
Fair enough, Saya. Yeah, you can grind out the shop stuff as you play, you know. Yeah, it's always 3 points for difficulty 1, king size, and difficulty 2 does not give you any extra liberation. That's why everyone just does diff 1. Diff 2 is not much of a difference. They're straight up exploiting and blatantly lie. Well, creators tend to do that, you know. I have yet to see an honest creator aside from myself, but yeah. That is how it is, man. You know, welcome to the internet. Welcome to the internet. I mean, look, top COD players have been cheaters for years, and only recently got exposed with big ban waves. So what makes you think Diablo creators wouldn't exploit and lie? It's the internet. Welcome to the internet. Not sure what to tell you, pal. Like I said, haven't met an honest creator other than myself. And my boys. Ain't that right, Arcane?
Mission accomplished.
Absolutely.
Single
He's under duress to say yes, but yes. Bestie. Alright. Ew, what are these YouTube notifications? Ah, flu vaccine tomorrow. Thank you, phone, for reminding me now. I won't, no stream in the morning, guys. Remember that. I'll be away getting myself shot with the flu vaccine. Not getting shot in other ways.
This world needs your righteous extermination, Helldiver.
Illegal broadcast station tower, my favorite.
Coordinates locked. Hellpods Prime.
Now I need to prove myself to Mick and how fast I can actually do
Orbital
this.
thrusters.
Sorry, what'd you say, Arcane?
I just say it is the fastest mission.
It is. It's the only one that's actually worth my damn time.
Orbit synchronized.
But it is what it is. Now I have to
Look.
actually check the time and see how long it takes me.
I got one as well.
Hey, Arcane helping out. See? My bros helping to spam.
Launch initiated.
Well, that's how it is, Brandon. That's how it is. I hope ranting here has helped you recover some of your spirit. But hey, yo, bro, this is a Helldiver stream, man. I can't help you with that shit. Nah, you don't want to land the help out on the tower. You want to know why? Get a Quasar Cannon, and you can save yourself the run. See? Right from extraction, you're right here. Landing the help out on the tower, that's passe, man. That's the old way. 40 seconds. Then you just gotta wait for extraction. Total time, roughly about 2 minutes. But you know, like I said, it's the fastest. There you go.
Extraction request confirmed. Shuttle inbound.
Well, enjoy yourself, Brandon. This is the faster methodology. Landing it on the tower used to be the old way, but I tell you, it's passe. It's the old style, you know, we don't bother with that no more. Now we just land here, and then you can extract straight away. Because it's a standardized mission. It's any explore type mission. If you want to explore around the map, you know, they give you 40 minutes to do so. That's the reason. So you can farm super credits or whatever else you need to do. EAT does save time though. EAT is faster than the Quasar if you can account for the drop. I just hate accounting for the drop. So I just use the Quasar. But I can't remember how much time you save with the EAT. I think 4 to 5 seconds roughly.
ETA T-minus 20 seconds.
Well, I'm glad you enjoy Outriders. Play Outriders then.
T-minus 10 seconds. This is Pelican 1. I have visual on the extraction zone.
There we go.
Pelican 1 landing sequence initiated. Watch where you're standing. Extraction complete. Pelican 1 beginning ascent.
For me, Paul, neither. I don't watch sports.
In a long climb to liberty.
Yeah, about 2 minutes 50 seconds. This is why I said 3.5. Because for some people, they might take some time to find the tower or whatever. 3.5 is pretty standard for this mission. I usually get about 240, 250, roughly. Are the mobs turned down in solo? Yes. Although some people will have you believe that spawn rates are crazy, so it's a no. But I'll just be real with you, yes. Mob spawns are roughly like 1/4 of what they normally are if you're solo. What are my choices? Fuel pumps.
We need.
Mission coordinates locked.
See, that's the way, Speedy Man. I like that.
Engaging orbital thrusters.
We spread the love. As much as we can, anyway. Because I won't be around tomorrow. So I'm going to spread what love I can now.
Orbit synchronized.
Okay, I'll take this. I'll take this. Give me the jetpack. Morning, Kenny.
Initiated.
How you doing today, pal? Thank you to everybody who's helping me bank a little extra liberation, including my bro Arcane right here.
Look, another legal terminate. Another tower.
Nice. I got fuel station.
Go now, and fear the shadow of neither death nor tyranny, but justice is your cause.
The goddamn sacrifices we make for this community.
Right.
I'll tell you. If the patch next week isn't spectacular, rage. Rage against the machine.
Absolutely rage.
Deploying equipment package.
How about a nice cup
Yep.
of liberty?
The pure, unadulterated kind of rage.
Deploying equipment package.
Oh my god, boomer reflexes. Come on. There we go.
I want to be able to use the Peacekeeper and beat the mission with just that.
As you should.
For prosperity!
Oh, come on. Turn, turn, turn. They need to hurry up and give me my dark fuel jetpack back. This normal jetpack sucks. Yeah, fair.
You have
Okay,
accomplished Liberty's will.
Tagging map.
Extracted your
East,
discretion.
100 meters.
Go. Go, light armor, run. Okay.
Extraction request confirmed. Shuttle inbound.
Mr. Brandon, look, at this point you're just spamming for the sake of spamming.
T-minus 1 minute, 30 seconds.
So I'm just gonna get you out there. Like I said, this is a Helldivers stream. If you're not gonna participate in the community in an appropriate manner, then you know, I want to find somewhere else.
Oh look, a bunker I can't open.
I don't even think about the bunkers anymore. I've got enough for 2 war bonds. I'm settled.
Basically.
ETA T-minus 1 minute.
Oh, I think I've been capped out for a long time now.
Nice, Mick. Very good. I respect your speed. I will keep my 4-minute time on this. Too lazy to do anything more.
ETA T-minus 30 seconds.
But I respect that speed. Very good. Okay, and another one.
Seconds.
For prosperity!
ETA T-minus 10 seconds.
Hey, listen, with all those extra seconds you save, you shall be far more efficient. And that means you can liberate even more than I can, which is good.
Pelican 1 approaching pickup.
Together, we Super Earth Elite, some more efficient than others, of course, but we Super Earth Elite shall save this order. Without great sacrifice and soul-crushing despair.
Extraction complete.
Yeah.
Pelican 1 beginning descent.
Difficulty 1 and 2 are the best for super credits. You will get a ton of super credits.
Liberty has seen you through.
Hey, trust me, I'm gonna, you know, if it ain't good, same thing, buddy. I'll take a break as well. And play Dark Tide with Arcane.
Yes.
Yeah, except that we can have like no viewers on that stream. Lol.
No. At least we'll have fun.
True. Right now, we're all just tiding over until First Descendant arrives. Tiding over.
Yep.
Yes, more SC because rare samples don't spawn, so you can get additional SC spawns. How did you extract in 1 minute and 4 seconds, Roland? Unless you murdered yourself, but I respect that if you murdered yourself to get like the 1 minute clear times. Oh my god, it's doable, but I hate them so much. In case anyone wants to see the 1 minute technique, it's quite hilarious, but you can do it with the incendiaries. If you want to do a mission even faster, there is a way. There is a way to do these missions even faster. I know, you murdered yourself, right? Okay, Brood Commander, I will show you guys now how to do this mission even faster.
Hellpods
Okay. This is an even worse technique. Now normally I would extract, right? You don't have to. There is a way you can save even more time, but it's terrible.
Orbit synchronized.
What you do is you do this.
Launch initiated.
Now I'm about to show you guys the glory, okay? This is stupidity. Okay, here I am on the map, right?
Go now.
Brood Commander there, so we walk in this direction.
No tyranny.
Now what you're going to do, ladies and gents, is you're going to, in one hand, you are going to prepare an orbital gas strike. Okay, you're gonna prepare that. Now as soon as you find the Brood Commander, here's what you're going to do. You toss in the gas strike and you toss an incendiary grenade right here and you burn to death. And then you drop right back in there once he dies. You know where the gas is, right? So you just sort of walk yourself over. If you end up too far, that's okay, don't worry. You can end just like this. Okay? And this is the true fastest method of completion. And it's so bad. And I hate it. Yeah, you'll extract still, you know, just without the body. And you can still take some bugs along with you, you know? When I play this method, I am very vengeful and angry.
Request approved. Reinforcements on the way.
Oh, apparently you can emote inside the hell pod. That's how people came out emoting. I just tested for shits and giggles.
Request approved. Reinforcements on the way.
Say.
Ready to liberate.
Yep, and that's how the KIA ends up terrible on most planets. If you spam this methodology, this is how you win. You win badly. But you still win. 1 minute 49 seconds. Done. And your liberation is still banked, FYI. Take a look at the liberation counter. But do you know why I hate this methodology? Because it requires me to actually play the game. If I just go to extract, I can just sit there, let the extraction come, talk with you guys, and save myself time. See, still 3 liberation points. So does extraction matter? No. Extraction is optional. You still get your 3 liberation points.
Mission.
But this methodology, although it's even faster, you know, you should only use it if you need to save yourself some time. But I hate it. I'd rather just chill with you guys and, you know,
Galactic War awaits.
talk.
It's more work to murder yourself.
It's more work to murder yourself, and it sucks. There is another method, though. It's called the... it's called the let the bugs murder you, which also works, technically.
Orbit synchronized.
Stand for support, overachieve. I'm going to self-murder in extreme. No questions or doubt shall be allowed. I will throw 3 ATs.
About.
Yep. Now for this capture the flag mission, I might actually use that method because honestly I am so tired of capturing the flag and then raising the flag and then going to extraction. What a waste of time. No. Let's use the happy method.
This is it. This is the solemn duty for which you were born. Defend democracy at any cost.
Get some! Get some! Get some! Get some!
I do wish they gave you more time for the major orders so that you could play as a group with your friends and stuff.
Yep.
Get it done quicker.
I think that they just, like, I don't know what Joel is even thinking with this one. Very silly.
Yeah, I don't know. 4 planets with the amount of people we have.
Yep. And knowing that there's no way to coordinate them, like,
Right. Yep.
I'm starting to think that they are buying time for the patch, but I don't care. No, they're not gonna buy time this way. I want to win.
They've been buying time for weeks.
Yep. They've bought enough time. They've had enough time.
They've had enough.
I want this break action shotgun to be the best weapon in the game by the next patch, or else I'll be upset.
Equipment package.
We talk about we're not very coordinated as a group on this game. They're not very coordinated either.
Orbital barrage
True,
incoming.
true.
Stand clear.
Okay, time to 380. Let's see how long I survive for.
Injury? What injury?
Oh. Clear the area of enemies. Well, that cleared the area of enemies easy peasy. Cleared the area of me too.
Request approved. Deploying reinforcements.
Reporting to the front.
Listen, guys. For the sake of this,
Helldiver lost. Sending replacement.
I will murder myself at the flag. Okay, at the.
Request approved. Deploying reinforcements.
I'll tell you, the biggest annoyance that I have with this particular mission is that raising the flag takes so damn long. Come on, I know we have to go through the anthem, but come on, the anthem is only 2 minutes. There we go.
Done your
All right, time to finish this.
honor.
Request approved. Reinforcements have been launched.
I get what you're saying, Roland. Don't worry. 4 planets during the weekdays, not a wise decision.
Reinforcement budget running low.
I love how the music is still playing though, even though the flag is raised.
Request approved. Reinforcements
Yeah,
have
the
been launched.
10,800 on Akamar. I really respect them. You know, they're such cool people. I hope that they do well in life. Because they've made zero progress in, oh, I don't know, the hours that they've been on the damn planet. Let's see that. Let's take a look at their progress, ladies and gents. Can you spell useless? 0.05%, guys. Can you count to 0?
Their last breaths, ensuring
Why?
the immortality of managed democracy.
Like, it's got a higher regeneration rate than Erata Prime, in case they didn't realize. It's 2.5%. They have made no progress in any of the time that I've seen them be there. Anyway, whatever. The real divers will just clear Erata and then we'll go there and help them. Actually, a wise decision, YU. I should use the Tesla Tower, yes. But 3 minutes, 54 seconds. A lot faster. I know, Ark. The problem is that a lot of this information isn't in-game and we have no way of communicating it to them. Unless people attend streams, you know, it's hard. It's hella hard because you need to communicate with them and explain to them that, hey, this is how it works. But then sometimes you tell people they don't even want to know. They'll be like, nah,
But what?
don't tell me anything. How dare you?
Hellpods Prime.
You know what, YU? Let's do that. Let's do a Tesla Tower suicide mission. That actually makes so much sense. You can just keep landing next to the Tesla Tower. Look at this man. Genius. I like it. I'm bringing a Tesla Tower for the next one and zapping myself. That is actually hilarious.
Hellpod launch initiated.
Yep, I will literally just like do that. Also, let me check on my egg. Egg. Yeah, no, you're right about that, Caleb. There's no way to organize it in game. That's why I say it's hard, man. They don't give us a way to organize in the game. And yet we need coordination like an actual army to win this. I understand it. I doth not understand. But c'est la vie. Yeah, there are huge differences, but either way, everybody should only fight on one front. The reason is because, think about it this way, right? If you're fighting on two fronts, you're dealing with two regeneration rates at the same time, rather than dealing with just one. That's a big problem, in my opinion. When instead of dealing with one regeneration rate, you're dealing with two, it is unwise. It means that realistically, you're sacrificing your time for no reason. You know, and that's why Akamara is like 0 right now. So, very silly. But at the end of the day, there's nothing you can do. You can try to tell people, you know, I'm not blaming you, but you can try to tell people, but not everybody will listen. And that's how things are. Okay, now, hope the Tesla tower isn't too close. I'm gonna move that. Then I'll zap myself.
Helldiver KIA deploying replacement.
Then I'll deploy myself back at the pump station. Finish it. No, too far. Damn it.
Point me to the enemy.
Yeah, true. I just hope that people, you know, now though, at least I hope that they know where to go and start getting to Erata Prime straight away.
Has prevailed. Now head to the extraction point.
Yep, the Tesla is definitely working well.
Reinforcements on the way.
It's a good suggestion. Murder me, old lightning tower.
Reinforcement budget running low.
Good job, Mick. Very proud of you. Congratulations on acing your exams. Well done. It's always a good thing.
Ready to liberate.
Reinforcement budget depleted.
That,
Request approved. Deploying reinforcements.
nope, there was one more. Damn it. I thought they said reinforcement budget
Point me to
depleted.
the
I'm like,
enemy.
damn. And there's still one more. Just let me sell my eggs in peace.
Sometimes the price of
I got 2 lousy eggs that I don't need, so sell. While I wait, I'm gonna check on banana. It is brutal and funny at the same time, but you know what? I don't mind it too much. It's alright. It is an eye donut. Any banana? No banana. Damn.
That was one for the record books, where all missions are logged for analysis.
Okay.
One.
Now back to doing it normally.
Hellpods
No
Prime.
banana for now. But maybe in another hour or something.
Engaging orbital thrusters.
Egg is very consistent. It's always every hour. Can the Tesla charge up a Tesla? I don't know. It might actually blow it up.
Orbit synchronized.
You know, we'll have to see. We'll have to see. Jetpack.
Hellpod launch initiated.
Oh, that's lucky, Speedy Man. Like, I've had one where the Brood Commander was next to extract. I was like, yes. I just straight up killed it and left. It was the fastest one I'd ever done. Now those ones are legit. Okay.
all the
Where's the
galaxy
Brood
looks to
Commander?
you
It's
for
there.
salvation. Let nothing stand in the way of liberty.
Let's see if the laser will reach it. I wonder which will be faster.
Firing orbital laser. Deploying equipment package.
You have been a
Yep,
stolen
laser reached it
line of
first.
freedom.
Nice.
Extract when ready.
East, 200 meters.
To the skies! Run for your life! Bye, have a great day.
Liberty.
Any news on the patch? Nope. Does extracting equals more planet liberation? Nope. You want to do these missions super fast? You can just murder yourself.
Extraction shuttle inbound.
Can you fly and shoot at the same time? Technically, yes, but you can only hip fire.
ETA, T-minus 1 minute and 30 seconds.
So you can fly and shoot, but only hip fire and only in the direction that you're flying in. You can't aim and shoot if that's what you're thinking. I hope that answers your question.
Deploying equipment package.
Fire in the hole!
ETA, T-minus 1 minute.
Throwing grenade!
That's why I'm extracting. I just don't want to kill myself. I'd rather kill enemies. It feels so weird murdering myself. Illuminate in the next patch? I hope so, because they're gonna need a miracle like that to, you know, make their game great.
ETA, T-minus 20
No, when I'm dropping, I can still fire. You can fire both when gaining altitude or dropping. So,
ETA, T-minus 10 seconds.
like, I can check that again, but I'm pretty sure you can fire both when gaining or dropping altitude. At least it works that way for me.
Pelican 1 approaching pickup.
You can fire the whole way, yeah. So it should be okay to shoot the whole way.
Pelican 1 preparing for touchdown.
When the pack engages... Maybe I'm just not understanding. But okay. Take your word for it.
Extraction complete. Pelican 1 beginning ascent.
Democracy prevails once more.
Yep.
Well done. The enemy barely noticed our presence before we pulled out.
Okay. Let's go. So when the jetpack engages for the soft landing, you can't shoot. Fair enough. I think it's such a small time window that it shouldn't matter, right?
But a single triumph more.
Mission coordinates locked. Hellpods primed. Engaging orbital thrusters.
But fair enough. If that's the case, then okay. That makes reasonable sense. But either way, I never shoot when I have my jump pack on because it's like... I prefer to target my shots. I've never once shot while using the jump pack. Very rare, unless I'm jumping toward the action. Okay, mech. Back. This. Okay. Alright. Erata Prime is at least 25% done. With 3 days and 2 hours left, if everybody can take this, if everybody keeps spamming the ones, we should be able to take this, by my calculations, in about 18 hours and 30 minutes. Roughly. So hopefully, we can do it. If we do it, then good. I mean, you don't have to look at the hole. I have ASMR for it. So you can watch my ASMR video instead and be productive while still hearing the hole. I mean, Kenny, did you not see my video? Come on, man. You're supposed to be one of my top supporters, huh? You should be watching every video I put out. What is this lack of knowledge about my whole video, huh? You're out of yourself. Here's my whole video. There, now you can hear the Meridia Black Hole while I do these level 1 missions. Spooky.
Max empty.
Oh, Mick, must you really go there with the jokes, my friend? Lol. Terrible. And of course, Arcane would enjoy that one.
Lol.
Dropping a pin. East. 100 meters.
You have been a stalwart line of freedom. Extract when ready.
Yep, exactly, Wyu. See, I'm listening to it right now. You can hear your happy little whale sounds while trying to run for extraction. I seriously hate this. The height on the jump pack is so low. No, we need to fly further, higher, faster. There you go.
ETA T-minus 1 minute, 30 seconds.
All things considered, they probably are.
ETA T-minus 1 minute.
I do like to take freedom.
Now, while all this goes on, I've got a couple things to prep.
ETA T-minus 30 seconds. ETA T-minus 20 seconds. ETA T-minus 10 seconds. Clear landing zone.
All life is a loop.
This is Pelican 1. I have visual on the extraction zone. Extraction complete. Pelican 1 beginning ascent.
You have maintained our way of life.
Give me a second. See if this will work. No, thank you. Shame. Okay. Understood.
Another victory for democracy.
Good. See you, Alton. Go and do what you can. We welcome anybody who can help out. All you gotta do, go in there and suffer.
Mission coordinates locked. Hellpods prime.
Now I gotta type a little something, so while I'm
Engaging
typing,
orbital thrusters.
what I will do is I'm gonna go do this flag raising mission. I'll raise the flag and then I will see how long it takes for the bugs to kill me. Like a real warrior.
It's death.
Yeah, it's just because I want to type the description for one of my videos that's coming out later.
Objective critical stratagem available.
The fate of all humanity's children are in your hands. Do not let them fall.
Engaging orbital laser.
Fire in the hole!
Yeah,
Down equipment package.
this should work nicely.
How about a nice cup of liberty?
Yep.
You have ignited the torches of liberty. Extraction awaits.
Okay, now. what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a simple experiment, ladies and gents. While I fix up some stuff in the background, I am going to grab my jump pack. I'll go to extraction. I'll call in the extraction, right? And we'll see, while I'm working on a YouTube description for one of my other videos, okay, we're gonna see how long it takes for the creatures to kill me. Will I die 5 times first, or will I extract? Actually, I'm pretty sure Paul was just making a joke. Which makes you a massive nerd, Mick.
ETA T-minus 1 minute, 30 seconds. ETA T-minus 1 minute. Helldiver lost, sending replacement. Request approved, deploying reinforcements.
Okay, now the real test begins. I die first,
Reporting to the front.
or I extract first. If I do nothing.
Helldiver KIA, deploying replacement. Request approved, reinforcements on the way.
Ready to liberate.
Helldiver's not at extraction
Oh
site.
damn, I landed too far, crap.
Regaining altitude.
Well, guess I'll die then. Alright, swarm me bugs.
Helldiver KIA, deploying replacement. Request
I'll have to watch that at some point, James C.
approved, launched.
Reporting to the front.
Reinforcement budget running low. Request approved. Reinforcements have been launched.
Point me to the enemy.
Okay, set. The only thing left is the other extra material, which I can get later.
Reinforcement budget depleted.
Look at all these bugs swarming.
Request approved. Reinforcements on the way.
Joining the fray.
Sometimes the price of victory is the blood of heroes.
And thus it ends. But it gave me valuable time to do exactly what I needed to. So let me go pick up this. Excuse me. 1 second. Yes. Give me this. Okay, great. See, being productive while being productive. Still bank the liberation and...
Could always use more samples, of course.
Nah, I don't have to worry about my video for later. The description's done. All I gotta do is the
Helldivers
cover
across
page,
the
but I can pull
galaxy are
that
fighting for every
pull that
inch of
together
territory.
later in the
Where will you
evening.
join them? We must tear free our galaxy from the affliction of bug and bot alike.
Okay. Saved.
We
Alright.
must drive the Terminid.
How much time do we have left? Alright,
Choose
about an hour.
operation and strike.
I think I can get a little bit more in an hour.
Mission coordinates locked. Hellpods primed. Engaging orbital thrusters.
Suboku? You never know, man. Maybe there is actually a word that says su and
Orbit
boku.
synchronized.
I know boku means I, so suboku? Maybe? You never know. Just depends on how the character is written. So you never know, it could be. Let's go. Let's go pump the fuel. Oh yeah. Son Goku. Lol. First of all, the Chinese version is Sun Wukong. The Japanese just took that mythology and turned it into frickin' Dragon Ball Z. But since Dragon Ball Z is awesome, well, kinda can't blame them.
Deploying equipment package.
What the? Yeah, no, that makes more sense. Okay. That was a little odd. Whoa, bro. Are you insulting my language? Thin ice, Mick. Thin ice. Come on now, Mick. You should know that that's not cool.
Extracted your discretion.
Dropping a pin. South, 100 meters.
Of course, these level 1s are boring, Roland. Why else are we suffering through them?
Sending down equipment package. Roger.
Lol, Rena.
Pelican 1 will
I don't know.
pick up
I don't know. I don't know if I
extraction
feel offended enough yet. Hello, Brian.
TA T-minus 1 minute,
What's
30
good?
seconds.
Not much, but we're doing what we can. I can say that much.
ETA T-minus 1 minute.
Listen, man, I'm sure that the subreddit would be far worse, but it's YouTube here, pal. You know what it is.
Seconds.
Public space. Just watch yourself a little bit.
ETA T-minus 20 seconds.
Don't forget, the people on Reddit aren't exactly making a career of this, so just for the sake of my future, let's keep things here as clean as possible, shall we?
Pelican 1 approaching pickup.
On a personal level, I may not be offended, but, you know, we should be,
Pelican 1 landing sequence
at the very
initiated.
least,
Watch where
as a
you're standing.
YouTube community, we've got to be sensitive.
Extraction complete.
Not so actually, to be honest, it's not so much that my stream might get flagged, but because I don't think anyone will get flagged for that, or at least I shouldn't. But you know, we may have people joining us in future that will come from all parts of the world. So, you know, at least in a public space, we should be chill. Reddit, now they have their own policies and whatever. And like I said, I don't think anyone makes a career on Reddit. YouTube, unfortunately, is my source of income, so we gotta be conservative. Some things are okay, some things are not. You know, we should toe the line. So just be careful. If I've unlocked everything, what's my motivation to play? Money, and that's it. I'm not gonna be dishonest with you guys. I'm just gonna say it straight. The only motivation I have to even play this game is money. The second the money disappears, I'll play something else. That's it. So my only motivation to play is money. I have no other motivations for this game. I mean, the major orders were cool at first, but the way they've been running them these days, it has not been as good. And I'll be honest about that as well. So my primary motivation is strictly money. Strictly money.
Orbital thrusters. Orbit synchronized.
Okay, texting my girl, making sure she's fine. She just finished her work day, so that's good. Alright, onward. I can't even remember what mission this is. Oh, pump fuel again. Okay, let's do it. Let's go pump the fuel for the 15th bajillionth time. Ah, true death.
Hellpod launch.
This is the death of the spirit, ladies and gents. I'm always bluntly honest, Mick. Trust me. You know, if it wasn't for the money, I wouldn't care what you guys say. But the money makes the difference. The thing is, most of us don't get randomly disconnected is the only thing. So I don't. Unless somebody on your team or your friend group is using an exploit, usually we don't crash much. We crash very occasionally, but of course we'll crash a whole lot more when we do stupid stuff like do the double mechs, and then the bugs get wild, but you know, most of the time it's okay.
Deploying equipment package.
Lol. I hope Arrowhead hears everything I say, because listen, I'm not gonna mince words. Soon as I get something better, I'm gone. No sense kicking around this joint. Ah, fair enough, Brian. I understand. If you're playing with randos, yeah, some of them could be using an exploit, which could cause problems and crashes and bugs and all that. Try to host the lobbies yourself. Usually that resolves most issues. If you quick play a lot, yeah, you never know who you might get, and quite frankly, you know, this game does unfortunately have quite a community of hackers. People think hacking doesn't matter in PvE games, so they'll just do it, or people who exploit. But the thing with exploits is that they always cause bugs. Like even the double mech thing, I thought it was innocent enough until I realized that it causes such a bad crash to the game that your USB ports can be affected, your camera can be affected, you know. So as a streamer, nope, stop that straight away. It's that bad, you know. So I completely understand. It is always a dice roll, and sometimes that dice roll doesn't feel very good. So I get where you're coming from. Okay, let me see if we've made a dent Well, the good news, ladies and gents, is that we've sort of made a big dent in this liberation. We've actually, using this methodology and of course sharing it, we've put quite a bit of liberation onto Erata Prime. But as for the predicted time, it is still going between 15 hours and 1 day. That's a lot better than what it was, but keep spamming those ones. Those of you that have the time or the gumption to do so, try it. Because you may be able to help out more than you think, especially now. In a time like this, alright, you might be. You know, I know that every video game says it, but I'm gonna tell you straight up, you might actually be humanity's last hope here. If we can succeed in this major order, morale will stay high and people will stay happy. We want that.
ETA T-minus 10 seconds.
Yeah, my primary motivation just doing what I love for a living.
Pelican 1 arriving at coordinates.
I mean, I'm pretty sure everybody would like to do whatever it is as a job, but yes. I mean, my primary motivation, you asked, to play this game is money. So yes. But why I'm a YouTuber, my motivation for being a YouTuber is obviously because it's not just the gaming, but I also love to share my opinions and thoughts with people, and I love to make video game guides and help people. So yeah. Is what game or activity would I do if money wasn't an issue? If money wasn't an issue, I would just play Elden Ring all day, every day. Or other single player games. I would play horror games every day on my channel and just have a good time. So, yeah. If money wasn't an issue, I would do that. But, being very honest, I am not very good with single player games. So I know that I cannot make as much money as other creators doing that. So, yeah, gotta accept it. That's why I go for live service. So if money wasn't an issue, I'd probably play nothing but horror games, single player games, all that kind of stuff. I love to experience stories. So yeah. But since money is an issue, I play what works, I play what brings me the viewership, and I play what brings me the cash. For now. That is open honesty with everybody. As long as the money stays, I stay. The money goes, I go.
Another step closer to a success.
Hellpods Prime.
Come on, Kyle. What do you mean reasonable? Hey, why aren't there reasonable expectations, my chat? There are always reasonable expectations. I'm totally reasonable. Most of the time. Some of the time. Occasionally.
Orbit synchronized.
I'm somewhat reasonable.
Launch initiated.
Thank you, Brian. That would help a lot. Like I said, honest to God, we're giving it our all because I just don't want people to fail this major order. They just came off a big win, right? Like, failing this major order is gonna feel hella bad, so now's the time. We gotta do it. We got to win it. We got to win it. Did I just throw my supply box somewhere? Okay, whoops. From the missile silo. This is more reasonable. better. Wait a second. There we are. The courage to stream is an easy thing to come by. Just don't do it as a job. Not unless you're very damn sure of yourself. Like I said, a lot of people out there in the industry, they're super fake. They're like, oh yeah, you should try streaming, you know, I'll totally support you, I'll raid you and shit. I don't fall for that bull crap. At the end of the day, you want to stream, alright? It's you, and if you got some true friends like, you know, Arcane and Nice, then maybe you got a couple of people on your side. But actually, it's you versus the world. Now, after you start, then you got to think about, do you want to do this as a job? And if you are like me and you decide that you cannot do a normal job for your own circumstances and whatnot, and this is your only path, then you better pray you damn good. I am very lucky that people understand my unique brand of being a dick, so that they don't leave me even though I am a dick, and it helps. If not for the keen understanding of my community and the few friends that I have, this would not be going very well. I've been in the red a few months at a time, but slowly it's getting better. There's that at least. This major order smacks of the automaton one we had a while back. We shall see. We shall see.
ETA T-minus 1 minute.
Anyway, right now everything is speculation for Illuminate. Everything is speculation for the patch right now. I'm just hoping Arrowhead gives y'all something.
Have a taste of democracy!
ETA T-minus 30 seconds.
Oh, I always keep going, Raj. I never give up. Even if I shift off Helldivers, you'll see me on something else. Like I said, I never give up. I am dead set on doing this as a job, and I plan to. So no worries from me.
ETA T-minus 10 seconds. Pelican 1 arriving at coordinates.
The only thing I'm sad about, Raj, is knowing that at some point, if things carry on like this for Arrowhead, I'd have to let Helldivers 2 go. At least until they have a revival, but by then, I might be busy with something else, so busy that I may not have time to come back, you know? Kind of like with Diablo. I keep saying I want to return, but I've got no time to devote to it right now, you know? I don't want that to happen with Helldivers. I like this game. I love all the people that I've met through this game. It's a beautiful thing. But times are tough. Times are tough. And every day, people just don't feel the need or reason to click on the stream because they're just like, you know, they're just like, yeah, I'm done for now. You know, I'm gonna go do something else. So it's just sad to have that feeling. I want them to be succeeding big time again so that, you know, the money can keep rolling in. That's the greatest motivation. You know, you can make everybody feel like it gives you the strength to keep going because not only do you have content to build off of, you can say, hey, we're gonna do this today. Hey, we're gonna do that today, you know? And it feels good. Right now, there's nothing much except that, hey, here's a major order, and here's a chance you might fail it. I'm like, come on, Joel. Right now, people need wins. Keep giving the community wins, and we're fine. But you don't. And you get this, but you know what? Hey, if we've got to sacrifice for redemption, then we will. Because that's what Super Earth Elite does.
The bridge is yours, Helldiver.
We always
Take us
sacrifice
to the fight.
for the redemption. In fact, I think it's time to bring back the badge. Now, let me go into the specific directory and I'm gonna bring back the good oldest badge the true saint ever designed. Super Earth Elite badge. I'ma
You must
leave it
drive the
proud on
Terminids
my
back
stream.
from this world.
Okay.
Choose an operation and strike.
Roughly 30 minutes left. Well, 30 to 40 minutes. I can do this. Okay, come on. Raise the flag now.
Well,
Coordinates locked.
You know, I don't disagree with that, Raj. That's actually kind of my mentality. You have to have a low phase to appreciate the high ones. But I tell you, I'm sick of the low phases hitting every game that I love after 2-3 months. You know, like legit, Darktide, you know, me, Arcane, Nisk, and we were all having so much fun, and then it died. Then after that, we come here, we're having so much fun, and then it died. It's like, bruh, why? Why are we so
dreams
nerdy?
are being crushed.
I know, right? And every single time, the dreams are getting crushed for no freaking reason, huh? How dare they crush our dreams, Arcane? This is rude. This is rude. We gotta slap some sense into these game devs, you know? They gotta understand that things must stay permanent forever, even if they must die for our glory.
Yes.
I try to stay informative, Gareth, because that's the only thing I've got. You know? I ain't somebody handsome or anything like that, so I must win on pure information and glory. By the way, how you doing, pal? Hope you're doing good. No, get away from me. Get away from me, you damn insects. And like, you know, the amount of effort they put into Helldivers, they have their own freaking national anthem, for God's sake. Like, why let your project die such a death?
Right.
I mean, they literally have their own damn national anthem, and it sounds good. You know?
It does. It's so good.
It's so good. But I think, you know, like I'll always say, this to me is the greatest expression of you know, they always say pride goeth before a fall. When everybody's praising you to the nines, we always say the evil eye falls upon you. That's for those that don't know, I'm half Indian, Hindu. So I have grown up with both Buddhist and Hindu beliefs. I'm more of a Buddhist, but a lot of the Hindu mysticism also sticks with me. And you know, Kala Jadoo, black magic, is sometimes, I think, a very real thing. It's almost like a self-fulfilling prophecy, you know. The more people praise you, because every single gaming article out there was praising Helldivers for like the first month of release, the second month as well, and then all of a sudden, like, you know, the evil eye falls on you, and then I've heard it, Speedy Man Charles. And now all it is a bitter reminder of the time when people actually cared. Damn, you just left the worst corporate job? Rough, Kenny. I hope things turn around for you, pal.
Democracy has been well delivered. May your extraction be
I understand, Gareth. I understand, my friend. Me too. I think we're all in waiting mode right now. And look, like, I just want another game to come out, Gareth, so that I have something else to stream and play, like First Descendant, which will hopefully be soon, fingers crossed. You know, then once that comes out, then I don't have to worry about Helldivers. I can just play that and then leave Helldivers to slow cook however long it wants. And then when it has its Diablo Season 4, you know, then I can come back to Helldivers as well. You listen to Jonathan Young stuff, huh? Nah, bruh, nah. I'd rather listen to the original, okay? I tell you, how can you not love the original? The original Helldivers national anthem. That's all you need for motivation. In fact, I'll play it for you all right now. Okay? Absorb it into your body.
Tagging back. Now, 100 meters.
Actually, Gareth, the thing about the gacha is that they removed the gacha. They see, I was saying this the other day on stream, and I am so impressed with First Descendant because Nexon is well known for one thing. Nexon is known for screwing the customers, especially with gacha type transactions. So at first everyone was very apprehensive of that, but I think Nexon Korea is actually seriously trying to compete with Warframe and Destiny. And I was so impressed with that and how they're trying to break into the Western market, because I posted in the Discord, well, our Discord, but basically they walked back the whole gacha on the paints, so they're gonna have a totally different system for it at release. And the fact that they walked that back shows me that they're committed. So I'm actually kind of proud of Nexon, you know? I mean, yes, okay, it's Nexon Korea that's in charge this time, which is a big change, because Nexon, just so you know, was originally Japanese. So Nexon Korea, their Korean branch, is in charge of this one. And they seem to have their heads on straight. Far more than the Japanese side appear to be doing, you know? And certainly way better than the Chinese side. If it was Nexon China, we're screwed. But Nexon Korea seems to be doing a really good job. So they've actually walked back the gacha on the pain. Yeah, they actually listened to all the feedback by the creators, and they've also made some other changes from the feedback given. So they're actually really trying hard out there, which really impressed me. Like I said, I don't normally get impressed because I know corporate and I would never trust them. But Nexon Korea seems to be a very different animal. Like, I think they're bringing the business in a different direction to what was the previous standard. And that, to me, has earned a bit of my positivity. So, yeah. Oh, I'm ready to drop dollars on that game, Gareth. Like, no problem on that. But, yeah, I'm gonna see what direction they take it in, because the fact that they actually listen to feedback, that's a huge plus. And they will, and hopefully they will continue to listen to feedback. You know? Because I gave them, look, I explained it to them. I said, you're gonna make less money. You're gonna make way, way less money if you don't walk this change back. Why? Failing to walk this change back literally means that you are saying, okay, I want everybody to do gacha. But what they said is that they've planned to take out the random combination system. They're totally removing the gacha. All right, it was a matter of high concern during the test, and they straight up listened. They will enhance the accessibility to obtain paints through various routes at launch. That sounds like they're doing it. They've even changed the battle pass, because the first thing we told them is that, and this is, you know, I'm a little proud of it. This is my feedback. I said, look, Payday 3 tried to make their whole progression tied to challenges. You know what happened? Game died. And I explained to them that the battle pass should be completed by people simply playing your game, because that's what's going to keep people logging in and playing. You know what they did? They actually said, okay, you know what? We realized that the battle coin system, probably not the greatest. We're going to alter that. Now, I don't know for a fact if they're going to also change the progression system, but so far they seem to be doing pretty well with that. So yeah, they're gonna remove the battle coins that cause inconvenience. Oh, you can earn rewards simply by leveling up the battle pass, but again, leveling it up might be through challenges. So I don't know if they're gonna reverse that system, but I hope they do. So and they're also gonna give people more inventory capacity right at the start, so you don't have to buy as much. Which again, all of it's pretty good. So yeah, I just realized I never pinned that message. I'm pinning now so I can refer to it. But yeah, they're honestly doing really well, and I think that they're going to be working pretty hard on their project. Like I said, they seem to be pretty serious about taking on Warframe and Destiny, so I'm happy with that. Yeah, we cannot make our own characters, unfortunately. It is very much a Warframe / Destiny type experience. So, well, Destiny 2, you could make your own characters, of course, but it's more of a Warframe experience in that regard, which I guess is fine, you know.
But one mission remains.
And Kenny, you got a job at a distillery now? Nice, nice. Hope you enjoy the free alcohol. Or if they at least give you a discount or something. Unless it's a medical distillery, then okay, nothing much you can do there. Don't be drinking don't be drinking those solutions they have in there. Mm-hmm. That's pretty much what I told them, Gareth. I said, look, you're gonna sell way more cosmetic skins to deck characters out in maid or school outfits or whatever if you can let them customize it the way they want. So if you remove uncertainty from a game and people know what they're paying for, I know people on Darktide, even now, yeah, sure, I always make fun of them for having only like, what, 4,000 to 6,000 players. But guess what? Those 4,000 to 6,000 open up their wallet every time another shitty recolor skin drops. Why? Because they love the game. And they're like, you know what? I want to deck my character out. I want my character to have all the possible drip in the game. Doesn't matter if it's a recolor. I still want it. You know, they're still pulling that off. And it works. If people know that they're going to pay for a certain thing and get that certain thing, then, you know, they will pay. They will spend. Nobody likes a roulette. Darktide died solely because the crafting system was a roulette. That was like everybody's #1 gripe. Sure, people are like, the same missions get boring and repetitive, but the gameplay loop can be pretty damn exciting. The problem was the crafting. It was no good. So yeah, I like that the devs can think long term. And hopefully these are devs with their heads on straight. And if their heads are on straight and they make this a big success, oh, this could be my World of Warcraft. This could be the thing that turns me into Asmongold. But for this game. I will call myself Chadman-Gold. Whoa. I hear these things growling at me. To answer... You love stratagem roulette, Miklos? I do like it too. It is at least kind of fun. I hope they make it so that we can make more things viable with that. I definitely want to bring it back on one of the days when we're not suffering through this. As someone who's not a big fan of playing waifu style characters, are there cool options for the male characters too? Yes. Jaber is handsome. But if you want to see all the characters right now, you can actually just, I would really recommend visiting the First Descendant website. So you can visit it and check out all the characters. There are some cool male characters. Blair is probably the standard handsome guy out of the lot. Jaber is a bit more boyish, but he's also pretty decent looking and has pretty good options. Kyle is Kyle. But he does have the most Kyle attack in the game, which is to throw himself at the enemies and deal 14,000% damage. So when it comes to male characters having options, hell yes. Ajax is also, I mean, he doesn't unmask, so you don't see his face, but Ajax, as far as I can tell, is badass because he's got some of the craziest helmets. And despite being a defensive character, he's actually one of the ideal characters, in my opinion. So yeah. Chadman-Gold, exactly, Mick. So yes, there are a lot of cool options for the male characters, but as for the outfits for the male characters, I did not play any of the male characters. I'm sorry. I am through and through a waifu type man, so I went straight to only the female characters. And well, how was I supposed to resist?
Returning to extraction point. Please ensure you're inside the extraction radius.
But Kyle, after they buffed him in the technical test, is now the most ridiculous character. I mean, he's literally the only character in the game that has 14... I'm not talking 14,000 damage. I'm talking 14,000% damage. Have you ever heard that in a video game? 100%, right? 200% is double. So technically, this man with 14,000% skill damage at maximum magnetism is literally dealing 140 times skill damage. So he is the ultimate one-shot nuker with his ult. So yeah. Everybody who played Kyle during the technical test was like ripping through everything. Because you see a boss, you can instantly delete his entire health bar. Just fly into him. Get your friends to delete his like orbs and remove his invulnerability, and then boom, you just Kyle into him. Thinking back, very suitable for the name.
ETA T-minus 30 seconds.
Waifu simulator, God.
20 seconds.
But look, nothing wrong with preferring a personal avatar or a waifu. Up to you, you know. Everybody likes to roll some ways. Some people prefer character creation, some people don't mind. To me, I don't mind as long as the drip is fantastic.
Pelican 1 landing in progress. Extraction complete. Pelican 1 beginning ascent.
Today you carved another foot in a long climb to liberty.
Well, unfortunately, this one won't, Roland. So, this one you are playing characters, kind of like you're playing Warframes. And is Darktide actually dead? I wouldn't say it's dead, no. It still has the same, I would say between 4,000 to 6,000 players who will play it all day, every day. So, it's far from dead, but just that I have no reason to be streaming it now. Because the money's not there. If the money was there, absolutely, my friend. But yeah. I wouldn't say it's dead. It's just not super popular. It was kind of popular for a time, but in its current state, it's not good enough.
This world is riddled with Terminid abominations. Where will you strike first?
They really did. You're not wrong, Gareth. They did not capitalize on the momentum they had. They gained a lot of momentum, and they were kind of doing really well, but they lost it all because, well, they couldn't keep up with the updates. At first, the updates were really frequent, kind of like with Helldivers, but then they burned out, fizzled fast, and they went on their Christmas break and never came back. It literally felt like that. So I don't know. It just didn't feel like a good situation, and they let everybody down. They let everybody down. That's the reality of it. I could mince words, or I could, you know, try and make it sound different from what it is, but that is what it is. They let everybody down. Their Christmas update was decent, kind of lackluster, but decent enough. You know, it wasn't bad, but it was great. And yet after that, nothing. And now it's back to how it was even before the console launch. So they've got just as many players as they had before. GG.
Do not let them fall.
Sounds good, Mick. Do what you can. You can take over for me soon. So I'm probably gonna end soonish because I gotta go work on an advertisement for actual money. So yay. I'm gonna do that soon. So I'm just gonna get a few more of these drops in, and I'm gonna start working on that. Brood Commander, burn, burn, burn. I do so love watching him burn.
Firing orbital strike. Extraction is available.
LOL. Hey, I got an achievement. While using a jump pack, knock yourself into a ragdoll state. LOL. All because of my airburst strike. Nice. Based on Sony's new ideology of locking everything into PSN, nah, they would never let this on Xbox. Of course, there'd be an explosion of players, but never happening, which is sad. But you right, when you right. Dude, the player numbers would be insane thanks to Game Pass. Diablo 4 is surviving thanks to the people playing it free on Game Pass. Nah, I tell you, Mick, it's because the lock-in is worth way more than the than the player count. So they want the lock-in more than the money. I don't think they even care about the money that much. They want the lock-in so that they can trap people as fanboys for as long as they can. I think, Gareth, that alone proves that they don't want the money. And for them, it ain't about the money. They just want the people locked in to their PSN. That appears to be the way for them, at least. Oh, my character's literally taking a nap on the ground. I love this. Come on, show me the liberation. Okay. Between 15 hours to 20 hours. Doable, doable, doable. I like it, like it, like it.
Pelican 1, preparing for touchdown.
Getting in the Pelican, let's go.
Complete. Pelican 1 beginning ascent.
Liberty has seen you through.
Wait 1 second. Tap on all these researches. Yep. Getting new units in my crappy Command and Conquer mobile game. I'm just playing it until I eventually get attacked and lose everything. That's why I've gone fully free to play in that.
Speed is the essence of war.
You're on the Fire NATO planet. Where is there a Fire NATO planet? Huh? Erata Prime does not have
The
Fire NATOs.
Helldivers battle for freedom. Let us
Are you on
decide when to
Hellmire,
enter the fray.
Miklos? Because Hellmire is not one of the planets we need to take. We need you on... No. Yeah, we need you here, Erata Prime. There's no Fire NATOs here. It's
Look
just
at
stamina
this
drain.
disgusting infestation.
Oh my god, yes! Illegal broadcast tower, yes!
Hellpods Prime.
you went to Hellmire, lol.
Engaging
You
orbital
nerd.
thrusters.
There should be a dark fluid mission for Hellmire. That way we can just unalive that planet.
Orbit synchronized.
Then we never have to go back. I'm telling you, that mission, me and Arcane will go and do it so that we never have to see Hellmire ever again. And Menkent as well. We will literally go and blow up Menkent as well. The automaton version of frickin' Hellmire. No more of that crap for us. This would be the way. I know, right? 100% Garden Gnome out there, Gareth. But that is the way. That is the way of true garden gnomes. Sometimes you must accept the gnome within.
Go now, and fear the shadow of neither death nor tyranny, for justice is your cause.
Maybe if their next patch is like really good, we can petition them. Can we please blow up Hellmire so we don't have to go there anymore?
Another step towards galactic liberation. You may extract when
I
ready.
wonder if Arcane is muted. He has been silent for a while. Disturbs me.
I'm here.
Okay. Just checking on you. The Arcane has eyes.
Pelican 1 returning to extraction point. Please
Yes.
ensure you're inside the extraction radius. Sending down equipment package. ETA T-minus 1 minute 30 seconds.
Okay, ladies and gents. Next round will be the last one. I think I've done what I can for this. For now. Dude, don't tell me trying to defend the fire tornadoes, trying to defend the drill with the fire tornadoes. Nah, bro. It'll be one of the dark fluid missions that we may actually lose. Either that, or we'll just have to do a lower difficulty, right? And what we'll have to do is we'll have to set up 2 drills. There can't be fire tornadoes on both of them. So we'll set up 2 drill sites, and then only the last one we have to pray that there's no fire tornadoes on at that moment. You know, if we do it on a lower difficulty, it might be doable. Like maybe if we spam diff 5 or diff 6, that'd be doable.
ETA T-minus 30 seconds. ETA T-minus 20 seconds.
That's called democracy!
ETA T-minus 10 seconds.
I'm still on a different one, I think you mean, Mr. King Two-Toe.
Pelican 1 arriving at coordinates. Pelican 1 landing in progress.
That is true. That is true. That's what I was thinking. You'd probably have to use 2 drill sites if they spawn. Unless it spawns only on your last one, then that's very unlucky.
Pelican 1 beginning ascent.
Yum 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 yum. Yum, 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 yum,
Victory
yum.
was never in doubt.
All right, grand finale. Let's go. One last one. One last banking, ladies and gents. The final bank. The iron piggy bank. Still 3 liberation. By the way, the 12,000 on Akamar in the entire 3 hours I've been streaming has made a total progress of 0. So I wish that they would get a clue, because they are not doing anything. Oh. My lord,
Another
why?
victory over the Terminid scourge.
Why, my holy father, have you made it so difficult to communicate in this game?
The struggle
only
for
I could
managed
send-
democracy continues.
If only I
We
could
have
send
no
like a
time to
psychic
waste.
slap toward them and tell them, hey, don't be here. Go to where you can actually contribute. What the hell are you thinking? You guys wasting so much time on Akama. You waste 3 hours. You play these 10,000 people play Akama for what?
Hellpods Prime. Engaging orbital thrusters.
All they do is they just dive on Akama every single time. They just go there, waste their time. Then by the time 2 days of the order gone, they still on Ekama, they make no progress. So sad. This is not the right way. If you want to play this type of game, you must understand how to make progress. You don't make any progress, you start asking questions, you say, why I make no progress? You know? To me, ladies and gents, if I was a gamer with any level of skill or, you know, a decent human mentality, the first thing I would ask myself is, I'm not making progress here. Should I be doing something different? If the answer is yes, I'm not making progress, I should do something different, I would go do something different. Insanity is repeating the same thing over and over and over and expecting different results. So again, not quite sure why these insane people are there, but it proves that 10,000 Helldivers, ladies and gents, have completely lost control of their mental faculties. And perhaps we might need to start looking at therapy for Helldivers. You know, they've clearly been traumatized by the Dark Fluid mission. I can see no other reason other than post-traumatic stress disorder for why these people have literally chosen to just stand at this one planet and make no progress at all. But you see, the Dark Fluid mission was different. There was only one objective. Therefore, you know, gamer sense would tell you that, okay, so there's only one objective, therefore I must keep doing it and make progress that way. But this thing is different. This is different. This is liberation, you know? But maybe those 10,000 people, they suffer from the Meridia syndrome. And that's why they keep repeating these actions, because they know not any other way. I'm telling you, Helldivers need therapy, ladies and gents. Helldivers need therapy. They need a Chinese therapist to tell them, hey, can you guys go to Helldivers IO instead of repeating meaningless action? Why you want to stay on Ekama? Every day you on Ekama, you stay there for 24 hours. Did you achieve anything in the time that you stay there? No? Then why are you wasting time? You keep wasting time like this, then before you know it, your whole life gone.
Say hello to democracy!
ETA T-minus 1 minute.
It's empty.
Yeah, people will always think everything's meant to fail. I tell you, the first thing an order does when it comes out is, are we meant to fail this? I'll tell you. But you know what? I don't even blame these people anymore. It's because Joel keeps screwing us over with stupid things.
ETA T-minus 30 seconds.
Like, this is not how you DM a game, man. I wouldn't do it. If the stamina effect is that big of a deal for them, then how the hell were we doing hell dives on Erata Prime? Because we were doing exactly that this morning. We were just having a good time. I mean, occasionally we died, but all we did was just breaker incendiary. Oh, look, everything just burned to death. Effort required? No.
This is Pelican 1. I have visual on the extraction zone.
But I guess people would know this if they tuned in
Pelican 1 landing
instead of being nerds. But they're nerds. Oh yeah, yeah.
Extraction complete. Pelican 1 beginning ascent.
They promised better galactic maps, did they? Good. They better deliver on that promise, or else it's gonna be miserable, I tell you. But either way, I think that they genuinely subverted a lot of expectations, because when it comes to this game, I can understand a lot of people feeling frustrated with it, and you know, they feel like maybe it's not what they wanted anymore, and they feel like, I don't want to participate on this planet or that planet. Preferences never used to matter very much when we had a large enough player base, you know. 10,000 wants to be on this planet, drop in the ocean. Now 10,000 is like 20% of our forces, so the impact is huge, and that's probably going to cause more friction down the line. So, not good. Well, either way, at least we have pushed this in the time that I've streamed for you guys, which is about 3 hours. We have pushed Erata Prime up about good 4 or 5%, which is very good. The expected liberation time is going to be between 15 hours to about 22 hours. Occasionally you may see it dip to like 1 day, 1 hour, but it's a far cry from where it was earlier, so I'm pretty happy with that. If we can capture Erata Prime in about 20 hours, we should be good to go. Should being the keyword. But ladies and gents, I thank you all for your presence here today. It's been a fantastic time. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm going to go. I've got some additional material to work on, but don't worry. I've still got my Terminid Meta Loadout video, which I'll post later, just for people that do not know it or may need a refresher course. It's the same one that we used from this morning. Tomorrow morning, there will be no stream. I'll be out getting my flu jab, and I will come back in the evening and stream. But will I stream Helldivers? I have not decided yet. I'll check the status of the order. If I need to, I will stream Helldivers. If not, then I will probably do Diablo 4. So we'll see. But for now, thank you all. You've been a wonderful audience. I will see you all tomorrow. Okay, remember, not in the morning, in the evening. Yeah? I'll see y'all tomorrow. Y'all have a good one. Enjoy your day. Thank you for your presence. And I'll catch you on the next one.